All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Fresh junk packs. Let's see. Jumbo pack break is hot and binder break is hot. Live card shop. So I just wanted to give some attention in the title for once to the jumbo pack break and the binder break, which are sort of these made up things. And they're never in the title, but they're actually really exciting. People like these, custom products that we put together. So I thought we'd give them some attention. Junk packs, jumbo pack break, and the binder break. All right, let's go ahead and show this off to Discord. Happy hump day. How's things going? Enjoying the new schedule for yourself? Yeah, I'd say the new schedule's been very good for me. Health-wise, it's been extremely good. All right, we're jumping over here. Oops. We're going live for Wednesday morning. Ooh. All right. I've already sneezed like 4 times now. So my nose is runny. Or I should say my sinus is congested. Yeah, too much sneezing in this room, man. All right, so that's been pinged. Let's go ahead and pin the not the web stream, the website onto the stream. Looking for the right words there. Junk packs. Yep, junk packs. They've always been $3. They're no longer sold out. They're just a bit of fun. They are what they claim to be. They are made out of junk. There's nothing good or special about them, but people like it. I think they like the variety. And technically, the cards you get out of there, I think, there's scenarios where you open up real sealed booster packs where you actually get less than a junk pack gives you. So it's very strange how that works. The problem with the junk packs is how long they take to make. These took me like 2 hours to make. I think I made like 40 or 50 of them in 2 hours. And the problem with that is I could have done really anything. I could have worked on a submission. That's probably one of the most valuable uses of my time because I'm good at that. I could have made content. So I could have made, maybe like a whole video. I could have drawn a picture and encapsulated it. So there's a lot of things I can do with my time. And the junk packs are just sort of a way to get some stuff out of my room. But it's tempting to just sort of box it all up and sell it as a book box. So I don't know. Honestly, it's a kind of job to hand off to like Alexis. We are? All right. Renew your Xbox Game Pass. I created a second Xbox account just to play Mass Effect 3 because my old account was already tied to a Mass Effect 3 account, which expired. And so that Xbox account was no longer allowed to play multiplayer for Mass Effect 3 outside with that. So I had to start a second account. But then I've canceled the subscription for that account now. All right, so we're going to throw this away. Some useless junk emails. You've got money. Mr. Sean Gallagher's in here. Tag rating on the can sand. The other 5 is for you to check if any other I should be sending a tag or any other offer the rest of the bag. Or an offer to the rest of my bag. Oh, okay, so you're offering to sell back your cards to me. Okay, you got it, man. Let's check the website real fast. Okay, we left off with Austin Albert last night, who wanted a Chinese Pokemon Gem Pack. We fulfilled that. That's good. We have a giveaway, obviously, right there on the table, the TCC giveaway. Let's get the giveaway started. Okay, so that's active now. TCC giveaway. We're always giving away some cheap card, but occasionally we give away a nice expensive card. So stick around for that. All right. Cool. Did we miss anything else? Wow, what's crazy is NHCC tried to battle for that last pack of Ancient Origins. And if he had done that, he probably would have pulled the Groudon, or whoever won the gym pack. They would have pulled the Ancient Origins. That's so crazy. The Primal Groudon. That's crazy. He came very close to taking that. All right. So I'll place this up here now, and let's get the iPad running. Hey, what's up, guys? Did you guys like the box break last night? Thinking it over, it's kind of crazy I got the pull. 350. I mean, it's like what you would hope for if you're in the box break, but I feel bad that there weren't like 2 full arts in the box or something. There we are. I have survivor's guilt. Let's close all this. I don't even need it, to be honest. I got a great collection, but I wanted the Gyarados really bad, and I didn't even pull that. Somebody else did. All right, let's just see. I said I might as well give myself a chance to pull that Gyarados. Yeah, he was in the box and everything. I wonder if that other guy would want to sell it to me or trade it to me. Let's see. Ah, here we are. Grabbing this. So I got a couple fresh items for the binder break that I found laying around. I kind of like pick through my cards, try to find something nice. All right, we're going to choose pop out chat. There we go. And now we should have the whole chat. Let's see how it looks. And there it is. Wait, did you already open the Ancient Origins? Yeah. Last night, CSman offered to buy the last spot if we open it up right then and there. And so we did. You missed it. It was last night. Rain Brian, you have to rewatch it. If you rewatched last night's stream, you can watch the whole unfiltered thing. And then I'm confident we're going to have Mr. Mike Side chopping it up into a high-quality video like he did with the fossil break. One of those styles of videos would be a really good idea. Just showing off all of the pulls. And then maybe a long-form version that's been maybe about 20 minutes long, but nicely edited or something like that. Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? How's it going, man? All right, guys. So a couple cards here. I hand-selected these for the binder break. So we got a little sticker Pikachu. These are the art box stickers. Here's a little sticker Gengar for you guys. All right. Here's a little sticker Mewtwo. These are authentic vintage stickers. PSA actually does grade these. They don't grade 10, but they do grade them. Here's Tentacruel. That's a vintage Tentacruel. Very nice. Okay. Now, these are like used sleeves. I was getting these from the junk packs. Here's Azelf. So this Azelf is from 2013, and it's pack fresh. So that is a pack fresh Azelf rare from 2013, probably from something like Plasma Blast, I'm guessing, because we used to open that. Here's Aura Beetle, just a little cheap V card. You got to have some cheap ones in there, right? Can't just all be good stuff. Here's Scissor. He's already sleeved. So this is Karuta Scissor. PSA doesn't grade these right now, but they probably will in the future. But you know who does grade them? CGC. So this is totally gradable with CGC. That's how poker cards used to be. PSA wouldn't grade them, and then one day they did. As you know, you can't just be letting your opponents grade everything. Then we have this Cardos Woody from Bandai Namco. Okay. And we have Chef from Vintage South Park. So that's the next packet of cards going into the binder break. I don't really know how much this raises the value by. Maybe like 10 bucks or 20 bucks or something. Somewhere in that range, obviously. We do have somebody in here. It looks like Mr. Chad is already in here. So we just need 3 more people and that goes off. The trick with the binder break is you join when you think there's enough in it. Okay, so when you feel like there's enough in here and you're worried that you won't get a spot in the break, that's when you decide to jump in the break. So we got some of these cute stickers. The Gengar sticker is particularly nice. Nice old Rayquaza. We got this, well, I got just my hands here. We got the pink-haired girl with the boobies out. Charmander promo. That's from Ascending Heroes. Was it? Ascended Heroes. Ah. A couple more of these vintage commons. Some celebrations. Really nice stuff. Giratina, Arcanine. There's a point where there's so much stuff in here where I'm pretty damn sure I could sell them individually for way more. Like, if I just graded this Lucario, I'm pretty sure he would grade 10. And then I can just sell them for like $75 to $100. So the binder break doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but we're like experimenting with it. We're practicing. But yeah, even if I just sold some of these cards, like these things can just go into junk packs, right? These hollow energies. And then a card like this could just be sold individually for like 5 to 10 bucks. So I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense sometimes what we're doing here. But if you guys are having fun, I'm having fun. Here's a Master Ball Bonnet. There's so many cards in here, you could put every single one of these items into a sleeve in your binder, and it'd probably fill a page or two, or a couple pages if you don't do the back and the front together, if you only do like front-sided cards. I think people do that now because they've learned that putting cards into the binders can be dangerous for the card. Oh yeah, some Naruto back here, huh? We've got some Naruto, don't we? We've got some fresh Naruto, but it's from Topps. It's official Topps Naruto. We need to pull a one-of-one Topps Naruto out of those Topps packs. Didn't the voice actor for Chef pass away? He did. He did, sadly. He passed away quite a while ago, in fact. Yes, he was sick. He was not feeling good. All right. What's up, Alex and Annie Bossman? I thought Mister was going to do a video for it. A video. Oh, yeah, you mean like pre-advertise it, right? We had a nice audience last night on a Tuesday night. And I don't know, CS Men had 7 packs in there. And Brett Love, he had 9 packs and he was already there too. And I had 3 packs. So we were like the 3 biggest buyers. And so I just said, let's go for it. Yeah, we were the 3 biggest buyers. We were all there. So I was like, hey, why not? We probably would have gotten more views if we had advertised it, but it was a really nice thing. Now we're looking to do a fresh box break of the same style. I don't know what box to do next. I don't know what box. I could do one of mine from Sun and Moon or XY era. People say they want WotC era, but I'm telling you, those WotC era boxes are crazy. Like, let's say I got $40,000 rocket box, and let's say we did a markup of 20%. That would be, it looks like it would be 48,000 then. So that'd be 48,000, divide that by 36. So let's say I spend 40,000 acquiring the box and I do a 20% markup. Trust me, it's not as much as you think after taxes, right? So you got payment processing fee. When I do the payment processing through PayPal, they take 3.5%, not on the profit, but on the whole cost of the box. Does that make sense to you? So they take 3.5% of the whole 48,000. And then after that, whatever profit's left over, that gets taxed too. Trust me, it's not as much as you think. So we divide that by 36, and it ends up with each booster pack costing, get this, $1,333. Could we do it? I think we could. Would it go off? Maybe like in a year. Knowing you guys, it would take a very long time for that to go off. Some guys would, maybe some rich guys would come forward and jump into it who don't normally buy with us. But people, we barely moved that Ancient Origins box and the packs were only $230. Of course, maybe some of that was the perception or the desire for Ancient Origins. But I don't know. Ancient Origins was a fast seller for us in the past. It's always been a cool set. It's got Rayquaza in it. It's got Groudon in it. It's got Tyranitar in it. It's got Gyarados in it. It's got Entei in it. It's got Lugia in it. It's got Latios in it. There's so much good stuff. And it still took, it's got all the evolutions in it, for heaven's sake. And it still took quite a while for it to go off. But it did go off ultimately, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, that's 230 is a fraction of 1,330. So I don't know. Anyone has a guess when the tag return arrives? It's Wild Beer. The tag returns can take about 2 months. 2 months maybe. They used to take 1 month. Now it's about 2 months. Mister, regarding eBay, would you rather sell cards individually or in 3 to 5 card lots? You know, that really just depends on what you're selling. The cheaper it gets, the better it is to sell in lots. Maybe it came from Plasma Storm. Hello, babes. Hope you're having a good day so far. Did you just call me babes? Send a Discord message with 2 boxes. I did see that. So you were mentioning maybe Cosmic Eclipse or something like that. I mean, I'm open-minded to it. Cosmic could be fun. Having a sip of my drink there. So we started the stream out by putting a couple cards into the nice binder break here. There's one guy already in there. Let's turn this down a little bit. So, Mr. Sean, how's it going, Sean? Let's go grab your bag. Dang, congrats, mister. Do you know if you will grade and keep or sell the Groudon? If he grades 10, you got to keep him. If he grades 9, I might sell him to somebody who's looking to collect a 9 Groudon. But you got to keep him as a 10 because he's too special of a memory. So there's Tyranitar. You said grade the Kanshand? I don't know what the Kanshand is. You mean like Kangaskhan? So you got a couple cards here. I'm betting you mean this, right? The Mega Tyranitar. Ooh, it's hot in here. Ooh, I should just open my window all the way. This little room gets hot, man. The sun hits it and it gets hot in here, even in the winter. I'm gonna go open that window right now. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me a second. It just gets too hot in here. All right, we got a little cold air coming in. You know, it's the way that I talk. I basically shout, and I think that warms my body up. No, meant the TY, the Tyranitar. Okay. That's what I figured. And we're sending this to tag. Sounds good to me. There you go. Mr. Sean. T for tag. There we go. Ooh. That was so much fun, guys. So all these commons can actually grade as well. You've got this Spirit Link card looking all right from the front, maybe a little thin on the right here. You've got this Golette also looking maybe a little thin on the right compared to the left here. And then you got this cute Reggie Steel. He just peeking in. He says, feeling kind of cute. Might post later. Yeah, I mean, not bad. There's a lot of cards in here that look pretty cool. Maybe a little white dot down here on this corner, unfortunately. Yeah, so Reggie Steele's looking like he's going to have a little white dot on the corner. Oddish is nice. Eevee's nice. Whooper. Whimsicott. Whimsicott's your rare. No, it's an uncommon. I try to grade Eevees for 420. I don't know if they sell on eBay for 420, but I think it's certainly a funny idea. But let's take a quick look at this Eevee. Eevee's always serious business. Look at the centering. It looks fantastic. The centering's great. Let's flip it over. It does have some lips on it, but this is looking really clean, to be honest with you. Yeah, look at that. Now, that's not an official pre-grade, just showing you what's in your bag, but the Eevee's one to look into for sure. Eevee might be worth grading. And then over here, here's Rotom. Today is the day. Mr. is full of hot air. Yeah, I get full of hot air for sure. Malamar, Baltoy, Beldum, Golurk, and Whooper. So those are some other commons. Would I grade them? You know, if it's not a more popular card, what you could do is just stuff it in your closet, because what you know is these weren't printed as much as modern day cards. And so you could just wait it out and see if those go up in price enough to be worth grading. It also makes you wonder, why sell or grade the Eevee? Why not just let that get older? You know, like one day that Eevee will be 20 years old, you know? So, okay, there we go. Sean Gallagher. Thanks, man. Now, excuse me. Itchy throat there. Good. Junk packs are back. These are $3 a pack. What are they made out of? They are made out of junk. Letting you guys know. They're very nice. Okay. Cards that just lay around and need to be gotten rid of. We have a gem break that we don't talk about enough. This one right here for a sealed wax pack, graded 8 by PSA. It's Topps Nintendo game pack featuring Link from Zelda on the front. Getting an 8 is a high grade on these wax packs, if you didn't know that. These are printed in 1989, and they did not have some sort of way to do them in a super high quality print. So an 8's actually quite a high grade for this, for what it is. Oh yeah, I got all these empty packs here. Here, let me move these. All right. Move these out of the way. Okay. All right, that's clean now. Very lovely. And what is this? Just a bag of junk, huh? Good. I got commons of Tom Brady rookie cards. Is he worth anything? Probably. Tom Brady. I mean, I recognize his name, and I don't even watch football. He's probably worth something. All right, let's see. We got Mr. Arturo. Can I get 3 of the junk packs and use $3 store credit for a 4th junk pack? You got it, Mr. Arturo. So these are pretty fun. They're pretty affordable, actually, is what's fun about them. Let's see. Aha, there's your $3 credit. Mr. Did my shopping go out? Had a bunch of slabs in a bag. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Jacob? If you ordered shipping like yesterday or the day before yesterday, it has not gone out yet. That's because Miss Alexis was feeling under the weather. Well, was it her or I think it was her daughter. Her daughter was running a fever. And so she has taken the shipping day Monday off. Today's a shipping day. I don't know if she's coming in today either. But we were already anticipating this. She's definitely coming in Friday no matter what. And then I did some shipping, but I don't think I did yours. I don't think I saw Jacob Chickering shipping. So that's kind of a tricky word, Chickering shipping. It kind of rhymes. Or it has a certain rhyme to it. So there has been another delay on shipping. I apologize to the people who are waiting on it, but it's winter time. There were some sicknesses went around, and we don't want to ship your stuff too fast as a result of that, okay? Don't worry, mister. I'm an expert on hot air. Hello, brother. Can I make an order for the new Galaxy? Saw that you've gotten them. Yes, sir. Yes, we got them in stock after we talked about it the other day. Remember that? And they've been popular, actually. They've been selling. They're not that bad, actually. Remember, you were mentioning you kind of like 2024 better. 2025 is not so bad. But 2024 was a special set. It has a lot of bad guy cards in it. That's why it's so special. But 2025 has been just kind of like a standard Topps Chrome Star Wars set. All right, Arturo, we got you 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good luck in there. That's what 4 junk packs looks like, everybody. That's 4 junk packs right there. This cost them $12. It's sort of like you could have bought 4 regular booster packs of something. And these are made out of junk. They're made out of nothing else but junk. We don't make them out of hits. So you got a little Hello Kitty in there. Here's some SpongeBob. Here's some of this, some of that. It's definitely fun if you like the variety. Here we are. Let's see what we got in here. Ah, he's bending my card. Who's bending your card? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Queen, Soldier Candidate. I hope you like football. There's some football in here. I have no clue on the value of football cards, so I'm just getting rid of them. And they just go. All right. And here, Fallout cards would be hot right now. Just want to make sure you are shipping everything. Yes, when the shipping goes out, everything is meant to go, so we don't hold anything back. Here's Yoshi, Boom Boom, these ladies. This tentacle is literally lifting her titty up in that image. Did you guys notice that? Look at that, guys. Holy, dude. I don't know. Pretty salacious. All right. Aaron Jones. I like the junk packs, says Mr. Arturo. Yeah, they're a bit of fun. A couple people like them, actually. I try to make as many as I could. It took me like 2 hours to make, I think, like 40 or 50 of them. I don't know exactly how many I made. Dragoon, Zach Wilson. It'd be funny if one of these football cards was actually valuable. Okay, there we go. There you have it, Mr. Arturo. What did you think of that? That was 4 junk packs. And now I'm going to save these because we got to make them again. They're made out of junk. That's why the name is Junk Pack. I almost feel like these could be sorted a bit. Like this. Put this here. Put this here. Put this here. You got a lot of the football cards. That's funny because I didn't put too much in there. I just put some football cards in there. You got like 6 of them. Okay. You actually have a lot of stuff going on here, Mr. Arturo. So this is your binder break, but that's pretty full. I think we have to create another bag for you. Okay, let's grab a fresh bag here. What's this say? Let's throw this away. What's this bag say? Nothing on it? All right, perfect. I'm glad I got some hoochies. Here we are. Okay. All right. So this shall say Mr. Arturo Perez. Ta-da! Ooh. Wow, you're kind of rich over here, Mr. Arturo. After you pulled that junk pack, you got a lot of stuff. Now, Mr. Waldbeer's next. He'd like 2 PRB2s, Japanese, for Mr. Waldbeer. 2 PRB2 Japanese. All right, I'm a little confused, though. You sent 130. Do you mean 2 boxes of PRB2? How much are the PRB2s? Yeah, they're 2 boxes. You know, I'm running through that PRB2 really fast, much faster than I anticipated. So just because of that, we're going to change those now. The PRB2s are selling too fast. Those will not be restocked, and they're getting a lot of attention compared to any other set right now. So PRB2s shall be shifted. PRB2s, where are they? I waited a while to do that because I wasn't sure. These shall now be $7. It's like a change of 50 cents. They've hardly changed. But the pack shall cost 50 cents more now. They're just selling too fast. All right. You guys ran through a whole case of them like in 2 seconds. Oh, does that mean I have to edit both of these now? Let's see. How do I change? So wait a second, it's weird. So Tammy added this new thing where now you can buy a whole box of them. Oh no. It's I don't know how to change the price on it from the website now. That's no good. I hate this song. Wait, let me change this. Okay, so we're running into a problem now where I'd like to edit the website, and it's not obvious how to change the price of the product now. I better warn her not to do that real fast. Oops. God, dude, I didn't want to do that. All right. Well, maybe it doesn't matter to tell Tammy. It looks like she already changed the entire website over to this different method. Let's see. Quick edit: title, date, tag, SKU, weight, shipping class, visibility, in stock. There's no method to change the price. That's not good. Let me try this again. So PRB2. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't expect to run into this. Instead of quick edit, let's try a full edit. Maybe you can only edit it from full. There's no option to change the price. That's not good. Why did it do that? It's clearly hidden somewhere. Product data, variable product. That's great that it's a variable product. Where do we change the price? Oh, that's so frustrating. Bill Gates is going on a world lying news. Oh, yeah? Oh, man, this is slowing the stream down. Do I need to expand this, maybe? Okay, 1 pack, 10 packs. Edit? Oh, no, that's terrible. Okay, let me just mention this to Timmy. All right. So to change one price on one product takes a long time now. Okay, let's hit save on that. Not a good design. It's not her fault. We just didn't know it was going to do that. Okay, there we go. All right, I edited the price. Mr. Waldbeer, let's go get your 2 boxes. I'll be right back, guys. We got to get some boxes of PRB2. Here we are. Ow, I'm back. I'm waiting for a friend so he can watch too. Oh, nice. There they are, 2 boxes. Whoa, we only have 37 viewers. Oh, wait, it just jumped to 49. What? Freaking YouTube, I don't know what to trust. There we go. Can you postpone my order by 2 orders? Oh, yeah, I can do that. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. So we will be opening up 2 boxes of PRB2 in a minute. You just let me know when he's there. And let me jump back over here to orders now. Now, we also have Nicholas Pacheco. Nicholas says, put me in the binder break. All right, so Nicholas is jumping in. Good luck over there. There it goes. By the way, I think I go into the bounty. I think I go into the bounty, don't I? Now, you would also like Japanese white flare times 5. You got it, man. Let's go find those white flares. I feel like I haven't opened those in a while. Ah, here they are. But it looks like we have to get you a fresh box. Ooh, fresh box time. That's exciting. There we go. All right, let's see. Here we are. Ooh. Snip this. So, Mr. Nicholas, how are you? Tossing this over here. Boy, I've always got like 5 things on my mind. Thinking about this Japanese distributor who owes me black and white boxes. And I'm fighting with him to get them back. And he finally said he was going to send them. And he seemed pretty serious. And I'm wondering if they're on the way, but I don't see any tracking numbers or anything that would suggest they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go. Okay. And now we shall put this back over here. Happy Wednesday, guys. Wednesday morning. All right, Nicholas Pacheco. Ooh. Snipping this. Okay. Ooh, zebra. It's the zippy zebra. We got Simisear. Ugh. It's crazy to think Simisear is someone's favorite Pokemon. Really, Simisear? I don't know, bro. Oh, Pharaoh Seed. Now that's the one. He's definitely Pharaoh Seed. He's my favorite Pokemon. And this guy with this little sticky uppy tail. Ta-da! Watchdog or something like that. There we go. Not all Pokemon cards are made equal. Okay, not all Pokemons, I should say. Here are your holos. Lovely. So you walk away with 2 ARs, Pharaoh Seed and Packrat or something like that. I don't remember his name. Yeah, I didn't play Pokemon XY. And it's crazy because I think it was because I did not like the artworks. I was looking at him going, nah, I'm out. It was many years ago. I was dating a different woman at the time. I was in a different relationship, a different place in my life. We both had Game Boys. And I bought Pokemon Black, Pokemon White for us, and we turned it on, and I'm like, I can't play this. Started playing it, I'm like, this isn't any fun. I just didn't like the way they looked. All these years later, it's now 2026. Still don't like the way they look. Isn't that crazy? Freaking bad. But Black and White has a couple good ones, but it's crazy how many bad ones it has. Here's Eddie Mendoza. Hey, what's up, man? Whoa, that's a big order. He would like one piece, OP13, 24 packs. You got it, man, a full box. Did I bring a full box in here? Yes, I did. So as you guys know, this is a restock on OP13. This set is being watched carefully because it's just wildly expensive. By the way, I tried to do a order with my supplier for EB4, and he informed me that he's sold out of EB4. He has none. You are? He has none. It just released, and he has none. So One Piece is definitely hot. Look out for increasing prices on One Piece. We got to sell those OP13 English packs, don't we? Man. All right, here goes. Here we are. Snipping this. Snipping these. There we go. More of my slabs arrived at PSA. I now have 414 slabs in the PSA vault. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I've been getting all the slabs out of my house. As many as I can. Moving them out of here. Trying to get them, I guess, put into a place where they can't be blown away in a wildfire or torn up by a tornado or even stolen. Whether it be somebody just casually breaking into homes or targeted theft or any of that. So I've been devaluing my home, I guess you could say. We are by getting as many cards out as I can. Ooh, Luffy. It says English on my order. Oh, this is a big deal. So we definitely do not have that. So really, why is the English packs at that price on the website? So this pack right here is $38 per pack. Here we are. Oh, that's Tammy did that. Oh, Tammy did she was just playing with that. So to actually open a whole box of these would be 912. So we've got a big issue ahead of us now. What would you like to do with this Japanese box? I suppose it should be mine. I cannot sell you those English packs at that price. I did not even set that price up. Miss Tammy did by mistake. So why was it that way? It probably said out of stock or something. He says he ordered English. Wrong price? A severely wrong price, yes. So the actual box price is $912. Tammy was experimenting with the website. She was experimenting with making whole boxes for sale. Yeah. So, and she probably used an old price for the One Piece OP13 English. They're a whopping $38 a pack. So, I guess this Japanese box becomes mine. I pull a Luffy here. And then, unless you would like to, but I don't actually know what it converts to. You know, I expected maybe a Japanese box to sell for that much. That's why I was, that's why I just assumed it was a Japanese box, because I saw it, and my brain would not have fathomed that this was an English box, because it's too much money. Or it's too little money. So let me go ahead and open the rest of this. This will just be for me. It's not a problem. Maybe I'll just grade these cards up or something. And what we'll do is we'll get you $264 of store credit right away for you to think about real fast. But yeah, OP13 English is $38 a pack. I need to go fix the website right away. And be careful, please, guys, because I don't know what else she might have done. She was experimenting with making a change to the website where a whole box could be sold at a time. So I don't know how she got the old One Piece price. That's an old price. I don't know how she got that. I doubt that we had left the English One Piece packs up for that cheap. It doesn't make any sense for us to have done that. So I don't know how she got that calculation. Here we are. My mistake. No, you didn't make any mistakes. Actually, I should be apologizing to you because you probably thought you were getting a One Piece box at like a quarter of the price today. But yeah, that is not a correct price. I don't know why it's doing that. My bad, dude. Probably didn't anticipate somebody ordering a whole box. No, the price is so wildly wrong. The only explanation is that it's an old price. That's the only explanation. Here it is. Yeah, these are $38 a pack. Yeah, she was making some changes to the website where she was experimenting with adding an option for a whole box. All right, there we go. She must have had some old data in the website. That has to be it. Throwing that away. So these are my lovely OP13 cards. Congratulate me on my good pulls. Wow, I pulled Yamato. I think I got that. Her name's Yamato, isn't it? And that's Roger, and this is Shanks, and that's Monkey D. Luffy. I don't know this guy's name, though, but he's got his chest out. It's very gay, very homoerotic. Let me go put this on the shelf. Okay. Yeah, I saw that whole box come in for English OP, or for not English, but OP13. I thought, oh, that must be a Japanese box. So that was not good because I was not intending to open that other box. All right, so I'm going to jump in there and fix that now. Just learning the kinks here of running a website. It's a new thing for us. You know, the website's just a little bit old. Oh, look at this. Here it is. She set the English and the Japanese packs to the same price. Did you notice that? And you were hoping I wouldn't notice that? Because I noticed you apologized for that. You weren't outraged. You were apologetic. Yeah, that's obviously not right for the English ones. They are not the same price as the Japanese ones. So I was correct opening up the Japanese packs. I did my math. It would have been roughly 264. So I was in the right mind for the price here. Let me see. Yeah, 11 times 24, right? Yeah. So I was in the, you know, my brain had done the math correctly and said go get him a Japanese box. All right. Oh, the cat's trying to get in my bedroom. I can hear her fiddling with the door. So let's go change this. Gosh darn it. Let's see. The downside to that is I lost a box of OP13. So we're going to edit this. We're going to say that this is actually $38. A little bit different than 11. Slight change. And then 24 times 38. 912. So let's edit this. It's going to say regular price, $912. We're going to hit save changes on that. If you guys catch any more errors like that on the website, please just let me know. You guys are not going to get the box at the same, you know, if there's an English box and a Japanese box and they're the same price, I'm not going to honor that. So help me, if you catch a typo or error like that on the website, please let me know about it. Yeah, we're not going to honor a pricing mistake. Okay, let me let her know that that happened. All right, there we go. New to One Piece. I didn't know they were that expensive. Oh, yeah, they're pricey, man. They're pricey. You're new to One Piece. What got you into it? The little FOMO there? Oh, yeah, I like One Piece. My favorite character is Monkey D. Luffy. I've been doing that joke a lot. I'm sorry if it's stale. I'm a broken record, everybody. It's a very fun time for One Piece. One Piece guys got to be loving the especially if you already had a lot of One Piece. One Piece guys got to be loving it. So the good news for you, Eddie, is I can give you $264. I mean, if you liked the pulls from the Japanese box, did you see there was actually a Luffy in that box? Would you like that box? Do you want me to show that off to you again? Let me show that to you again. Here, let's see. All right. So I'll give you, I guess I didn't consider that you might actually want it, but this is the box that was opened. Here it is. So you have the option to take this Luffy if you wish, okay? I'm going to put this in a little baggie and set it to the side. I'll put you down for 264. Darn, dude. That's too bad of a mistake. Mister, just grade the Luffy, you'll make your money back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Let's see, we'll put this here. Speaking of which, we have this Nami break running right now. There's a Nami, promo Nami. Okay. Mister, better you sell it to me. All right, I'll sell it to you, man. There you go. Appreciate you, Mr. Eddie Mendoza. There you go. So we'll set that there. And you can do whatever you want with that. Or if you want those cards, you can have those as well. Here's Mr. Jonas Gordon. He says, Topps Chrome Galaxy 2024. So you got a pack of the 2024. Did you mean to do that? Because we got the 2025 as well, okay? Mr. Jonas. Sticking to English only, but thank you. All right, no problem. There we go. Hidden Trials. All right. Let's see. Hidden Trials. Where are the Hidden Trials? Aha! This is the last pack of Hidden Trials. So I have to go see if I have another box of them. Union Arena, Jujutsu Kaisen. Ooh, Jujutsu Kaisen. Where do we hide those? Here's One Piece. Ah, this is it, isn't it? Yes, Jujutsu Kaisen. And then Topps Halo. Well, Topps Halo. I think I saw some in here, didn't I? No, it's not there. Where did I last see that Topps Halo, huh? I know I've seen it. I seen it somewhere. Where is it? Is it here? Oh, here it is. Okay. Topps. No, actually, there should be a box of them, isn't there? That's not right. Let's see. I swore we had a box of the Topps Halo. Well, hold on. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is correct. Oh, this is it. Okay. My bad. Okay. I wasn't sure there for a second. All right. Now, there is one more step. I have to go check for another box of Hidden Trials because we want to restock that. This is one of the better sets of Final Fantasy you can open. It features a lovely lightning card that actually sells for like hundreds of dollars. So that is a good Final Fantasy set. Have you guys ever thought about opening Final Fantasy? It's a cool thing. Not all the cards are good. That's how it works with every set. But yeah, there's a signature lightning in here that might sell for like 1,000 or something. And then there's just a regular full art, and that sells for a couple hundred. It's surprisingly expensive. All right. So let's stuff this bag up. I don't think the bag can hold all the packs. Yeah. All right. Where are we storing these? Where are we going to store these? Let's store them in this box this time. I don't even think there's room. Let's see. It doesn't all fit. All right, that's pretty good. Can we get a couple more packs in here? Yes. All right, there we go. A whole box of Hidden Trials just stuffed into the shelf now. And will this fit back here? Yeah, it will. Okay, good. Good. So there we go. Beautiful Jonas Gordon. Now, what did Jonas Gordon say? He said, yeah, I did, but if it's cold, I did not. All right. Okay. So we got this beautiful Halo card here. We like Topps Halo. Topps Halo, everybody. We're looking for holographics. We're looking for, there There you go. So you got the heroism of Master Chief. Ooh, I love the coloring on the screen right now. It's so, I like this light blue coloring. So clear, so easy to see everything, like we're under the sun. Here's Halo 3, the Chief Redux. We've got Sheer Brutality. I've been playing an old Xbox game recently. I've been playing Gears of War. It's so fun. There's the checklist. Here's Contact Harvest. And here's Master Chief Unleashed. All right, there you have it. That's a whole pack of the Halo cards. I dream about opening all of Mister's cards. Do you really? We got a lot. It would be cool to sit down and just open them all, wouldn't it? All right, let's see. Very nice. And I like this one. This one came out pretty good. I like this one. Ooh. Hey, guys. Happy Wednesday. Take a second and smash that like button for me, will you? I see we got 50 viewers. Last night, we had a crowd, man. We got 125 viewers last night. And it was in horizontal mode. So let's try sneaky clipping these. If a refund is not possible, I'd be interested in sobbing away at Lugia V Altart if you're willing and if you have any. Okay, so you're saying you would probably just like to have the cash refunded to you. We are. Darn, dude. That sucks, man. All right, we'll toss it over there. There we go. Here's Emmett Selch. That's unfortunate because it would have been pretty unusual for the English box to be $264. Here we are. Here's A.O. Toddy and Toge Inumaki. Ooh. Look at that. I dream about opening all of Mister's cards. Here's Darth Maul. Let's see, we've got this beautiful gentleman. Ooh. We do have English, ooh, look at that. We do have English OP13, which is what you were looking to open, but it's priced correctly at $38. It is. Ooh. So, you know, we would be able to open those for you if you'd like those. I am ready, sir. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this. Oh, ho, ho. Here's this lady here. Padme and her decoy, her dummy. That's kind of sad. Her decoy dies. She got a little wicked smile going on back there. I swear to God. She's like, you're going to die. Okay. And here is this beautiful guy. Wow, that's so nice. All right. Thank you for that. Let's see. Okay, so these lovely cards, and we have these guys here, and we have these guys here. Mr. Jonas. You're late. Mister, all cards are damaged. Are you talking about with the Topps cards? They're not all damaged. Look at this one. This one looks perfectly fine. But yeah, there's a little stickiness on some of them, wasn't there? And that's normal. That's actually how Topps cards work. Some Topps cards are sticky. And this is why, remember we were opening up those Pokemon Topps cards, and I was like, dang, man. Because they had just like zero stickiness, and I'm looking at their quality going, these are underpriced. But yeah, so when you open Topps cards, that's actually very common, that situation. We are. It's kind of a part of opening Topps cards if you haven't experienced that. Give it a try, guys. It's a lot of fun. Sticky Topps cards. They come in variable condition. How exciting. I'm worried I'll get the box hits sniped if I don't hit them with 5 to 6 packs. Nah, it's not like that. The English packs work very different. So the English packs have multiple hits in a box, whereas Japanese cards, it's 1 hit in a box, okay, first of all. Second of all, nobody's really opening whole boxes of the one-piece English packs. They can't afford it. So similar to you, if somebody opens up an English pack, they just buy like 1 pack. They buy like 1 pack, maybe 2 pack. You guys know that. The people in the audience can tell you that's exactly true on this channel. So it's not like people are ooh, let's hit the hit and then get out of here or something like that. That has not happened with these boxes. It's pretty much fresh product right now. The OP13 packs are they're pretty intimidating for everybody. Let me go ahead and grab this. Let's see. We have Jack Woodworth. He says, use my store credit and give me 10 shuffles. You got it. Let's see. Jack Woodworth. We are getting OP14 if you wait a couple days. OP14 will arrive, and that's at a different price. You might like that. We are. So OP14 is almost here, I bet. I should have 3 cases of it, and it's going to be more moderately priced. It's not as outrageously priced as OP13. But OP13 is a good product because, as you probably know, the English manga out of OP13 sold for $32,000 last. So what I'm telling you is, yes, they're very expensive, but if you happen to pull the manga out of here, it's a $32,000 pull. So that's why they cost $38. $32,000 chase pull, $38 a pack. Not that crazy, actually. You know, not that crazy. How many times does 38 go into? Let's see. It's not as crazy as you think when you do the math. 842 times. So you could spend $32,000 opening up 842 packs of One Piece OP13. 842 packs before you hit that number. Now, he probably doesn't pull every 842 packs. That's the crazy part. But, yeah, I mean, it gives you a solid chunk, doesn't it? He says, I'll get some loose packs of it then. Well, that would be great. Let's see. So you would be, it looks like you would get 6.9. I can bump it up to 7, and we just call it even Stevens. What do you think? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you would be getting 7 of these, and nobody has pulled a hit out of this box. You're fine, man. All right. Now, Jack Woodworth. Nobody's pulled like a manga or sniped like, you know, The Thing or whatever. In other words, like a case hit. I know what a case hit is. There's like SRs. Then there's like, what would you call them? Like star cards. Then there's alt arts, which I believe are a higher rarity. And then there's the case hits, which tend to be like, what would you call it? Embossed. So there's embossed rare hits. Usually you get them 1 per case in Japanese. And then there's manga pulls. That's the top pull. So nobody's even pulled the embossed card out. SPTR on manga are case hits. SPTR on manga. I'm doing Poke Shuffles. Yes, sir. Let me get those Poke Shuffles completed for you. We're just talking to an earlier order for Eddie Mendoza. You ready? All right. Yeah, the price seems high, but it's actually appropriate for the price of the chase pull. And it's not only the chase pull that goes for thousands of dollars. Any manga out of that set is going for bonkers amounts of money. So 10 of these, Mr. Jack, you ready? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thank you so much. Let's see if he gets lucky, everybody. Manga events also. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're doing good. The C means that this Gyarados is a chase card. Let's find out what that is. Gyarados chase card. Whoa, that's heavy. All right, let's go looking around for it. This it? Oh, all right, there you have it. That's Scarlet Full Art Gyarados. It's a very lovely card. Let me show you how nice it looks. Now, you can either keep this or you can re-roll it for 90% of its value. Look at that. So there he is. Let me know what you prefer to do. That's graded 10 by tag. Turns out tag's a pretty rough grader. They grade very tough. They're like old school CGC right now. That's how they're feeling. Your card pretty much has to be perfect. All right, so he's going to take a reroll on that. And so let me take a quick look and see if that Gyarados has changed in price since we're doing the reroll. Gyarados 091. Okay, so we have to give you 90% at $70. because that's what he went in for. It looks like you're going to be having 12 rerolls, okay? So you're going to have 12 rerolls. And now he is going to go back in the box, but he'll go back in at 75. I had to wonder that because he's getting pretty old. He's like 3 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'll take one of those back. There we go. So next time you pull this guy out, he's going to give you even more rerolls. Okay, thank you, Jack. 12 it is. Here goes. I'm a Gyarados fan myself, but he might already have the card, or maybe he wants to try for something bigger. Nothing wrong with that. 1, 2, 3. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so a lot can happen right here, guys. He could pull something way better than that, Gyarados. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, like the chase card. All right, lucky today. Yeah, you know, we've seen, oh, and Duskull. We've seen people re-roll to Total Catastrophe, but we've also seen this, where you re-roll and you get a big hit. Now, when it comes to this chase card, you cannot re-roll this in the Poke Shuffles, but you can re-roll it in the Live Customs box. Okay, how about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this goes back in. I'm ready, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Waldbeer. Give me a minute. We have to complete this order first. Actually, we have a couple orders to complete. Eddie Berto is going to have his packs opened as well. His turn's not actually over yet. So the Duskull is next. Let me grab this Duskull. All right. I know you and your friend now are stuck watching the stream. You are stuck watching someone else's turn. We got those 2 boxes of PRB2 ready for you, though. All right, let's see. Aha. So this is going to be Pokeball Duskull. You have the ability to re-roll this as well. Let me know if you'd like to keep it or re-roll it. This is going to be English Duskull from Prismatic. There he is. If you're a Psychic Ghost fan, you might like it. Set your request on Discord. All right, let's see. Oh, friend request. I'm going to hit accept. There we go. Also made a new order. No problem, man. Okay, so I accepted your friend request. Is he still watching? So he says reroll, please. So this time for this Duskull, he's going to go back in for $50. But I'm sorry, yeah, you know, I said that right. He goes back in for 50, but next time you pull him, he is going to be worth less this time. He's going to be 40 in the next round. So that's how that works. That's how we reduce the card until he goes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is how Poke Shuffles work now, guys, so enjoy them. You know, if you pull a card you don't like, you can just send it back and re-roll. You might actually get pretty lucky. Now, let's see real fast. It should just be 9 spots is what the re-roll is, right? Yeah, so it's going to be exactly 9 spots. Oops. Yep, good luck. You might hit another big thing. Let's find out. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now you're pulling Elven Rope. You've gone from Duskull to Elven Rope. Ugh. And we still got to pull your chase cards. So this is one of the downsides to the redesign is a person's turn can last a very long time. Great on a slow day. There we go. Oh, Elven Rope is $20. What would you like to do with Elven Rope? There it is. Ooh. Hey, that's me in there. also made a new order. Oh no, re-roll, lol. All right, you got it. So this will be re-rolled into 3 spots. And he shall go back in for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, this time he will not be worth 20. So next time he's pulled, he will be worth, I say 10. All right, there it is. So he gets a reduction, and you're going to get 3 spots. You ready? Good luck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. 3 cold ones this time. Free hairline check? Oh, you'd like that. You'd like the hairline check. All right, there we go. So you saw both a crazy hit come out, but you also saw the reroll turn into slowly nothing. So you've seen both examples now. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? Now, your live customs that you pulled, that's right. You pulled the chase card out of the box. You get 4 live customs. Good luck, man. 4 live customs is a lot of money. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? You're still kind of relying on this being something, actually. 1. Got a poker card. 2, 3. Oh, scary. No! All right. A little bit of a cold round. You just assume that the live custom will turn into something, but it's possible for 4 cold live customs. You've got Hello Kitty and the poker card. Wow. I just assumed that was going to be a hit because 4 packs seems like so much. But if you think about it, 4 packs is $100, and there's definitely slabs in the live customs that are more expensive than $100. See what I'm saying? So there's going to be chunks in there that are like $100 of cold ones in a row. All right. Wow. That was very fascinating, actually. That's Jack Woodworth. Let me grab your bag, Mr. Jack. There we go. All right. You know what, Jack? I think that the Gyarados at the very start was the best round. Okay. There we have it. That was cool. That was cool. All right. Now, we are on to Eddie Berto, who has graciously allowed me to open these OP13s rather than running a refund on this amount here. We're bumping him up to 7 packs. He was owed 6.9 packs. Here you go, Mr. Eddie. And hopefully we pull out the manga. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but guess what? It happens to somebody. So his future, his $32,000 Luffy manga could be right here. Or it could just be SRs and holos. We don't know. Good luck, man. Let's find out. That's OP13 English. All right. Good luck, Eddie. You know, these packs are now so expensive. I think the rules state that you keep the commons now. Right? Like it's over $35 at this point. That means by default, the commons are yours unless you don't want them. There are. If you guys are interested in OP13, it's at a cheap and affordable price of $38 per pack. The chase pull in this set is worth $32,000 now. Now that's the chase pull. Plenty of the other pulls in this set are selling for like $8,000 or more. Here goes. Pack number 1. We've got Edward Newgate SR. So what I would assume, Mr. Eddie Mendoza, is that the cards in this set, even these SRs, are going to be especially high priced if you grade them 10. That's what I would assume, considering how much it costs to open this now. Here's the 5 Elders. Pack number 3. Okay, we've got Monkey D. Dragon. Pack number 4. Gold D. Roger, Boa Hancock, Roronoa Zoro. Pack number 5. Roronoa Zoro. Pack number 6. What do we have here? Oh, nice. So you pull the Dawn card, Gold D. Roger English. Good. And then maybe we could get a full art. Can we get a full art out of here? No full art. All right. So there you have it. Those are your cards. You can keep the bulk. It might actually have some playable value. And let's take a look at these hollows, man. Any of these really interesting? Shanks is kind of interesting. Young Shanks. Roronoa Zoro, Boa Hancock. All right, I think I'll put the rest of these in one sleeve. First Black Label Luffy is going to be wild. Man, that'd be a lot of money. Black Label Luffy. From this set, the manga Luffy. Yeah, I guess you got to, if you pull them, you got to test it. You know, you got to. You've got to do it. All right, there we go. La Flame, those OP5 packs, English, I think I would sell those around 75 at this point. Isn't that wild? Here's Boa Hancock. Here's Roronoa Zoro. I was thinking about doing a gym pack, a gym break on one. There we go. Might be worth it to just keep them sealed at this point. Those the OP5 packs, because they're definitely out of print. You know, I just don't think they're going to print more of those, but maybe they'll do a reprint of a similar artwork or something. All right, there you go, Mr. Eddie. I don't know if you already have a bag. There we go. All right. Edward, Edwin. We have OP14 coming too, by the way, guys. Don't forget that OP14. Let's grab this. And we have quite a bit more of the OP13 English. We have a decent chunk of it left. 2 full cases. It's $32,000 now? That's correct. $32,000. The chase card in OP13 just sold for $32,000. I was doing the math, and let's say you were buying the packs over here for $38 a pack. For $32,000, you could open 864 packs. That's crazy. There it is. Now, I don't know if Luffy pulls every 864 packs. Probably not. That's the whole idea. That's why the PSA 10 sell for so much, is because they go, I'm never pulling that thing, so I might as well buy it outright. You know? This has 3 people in it. That's the pack split. Team Rocky English. Here's a red Magikarp 2 of Hearts. I don't even know why I'm selling it. I ought to just stock it up, because those poker cards have been going up in price. All right, where's my best friend? His name is Waldbeer, and it's his turn. And his best friend is watching. Let's see. Put this here. How do I say best friend in German? No, wait, this isn't yours. Yours was set to the side. Yours were these 2 over here. Haha. So you're going to get the exact 2 that you were destined to have. How to say best friend in German. His bester Freund. Is it Freund? Freund? All right. All right. So here we go. Box number 1. I believe it's a red manga. Is 1 in every 64 cases. Or maybe a specific red manga is 64 cases. Nah, that can't be right. 64 cases? Probably is more like specifically the Luffy is maybe every 1 in 64 cases. Mangas come out every couple of cases is typically what we've found. Isn't that right? Of course, with English, I don't even know if that's true. With English, it might be a higher pull rate. But the packs cost more typically. But the English cards, the boxes contain multiple hits compared to the Japanese boxes. Are you ready? 64 is probably too high of a number. Luffy pull is 1 in every 6 to 10 cases. Yeah, see, that sounds probably a bit more accurate. I don't know, even that sounds a little yeah, I don't know if that's true. There we go. Okay. It's always been about the money, says Eovic. There we go. What? What do we have here? We've got... Well, collecting is a fascinating thing. You go out in the world and you trade your labor. The idea of labor is actually really deep. You're going out and you're doing something that maybe others don't want to do or they can't do because they didn't practice enough. right? Practice is something people don't want to do. So you've practiced and you're good at something. You have a skill now, and you can do something others can't do or others won't do. And so to get you to do those things, they have to give you money. So money is a measure of your labor, and money is a measure of your life in a very kind of direct way, because you have a finite number of hours in your life, right? You have a finite number of hours in your life. And so your labor is your life. Wow, look at those 2 cards. Those look nice. And here's what's fascinating. When it comes to collectibles, we trade money, which is, it represents that labor, doesn't it? Money represents the ability to get people to do things, the ability to build buildings, the ability to send people to work, healthcare, building a home. So we trade our money, our labor, for the things that we want. And what's ridiculous is some cards reach such a high valuation that it could be worth like a lifetime to acquire, you know, to trade for that one card. And that's what makes it look almost like gross. You're like, oh, geez, dude. But that's also what makes it exciting too, because it's like, well, wouldn't you like to own that, you know? And if it didn't work that way, like if the card was worth a penny, probably it wouldn't be a collectible. So collectibles are very strange in the way that they're directly measured by desirability in terms of dollars or currency, if you wish to just use a more abstract idea. They're measured in money. If they weren't worth any money, it means nobody wants them. So money and collectibles are connected. They're intertwined. Dollar bills are a way to measure the one that everybody wants. All right, and speculators, aka investors, aka dirty parasite scalpers like myself, what's interesting about us is we go in and we say, we think this is undervalued. So then we buy it and we wait for somebody else to buy it from us at a higher price. And so that is what a scalper does. I don't consider myself a scalper these days, but I guess everyone could be considered a scalper. Like, what's the fine line between somebody who's in the hobby, who also sells cards, and somebody who doesn't really collect, who strictly sells for profit? You know, what's the line between those two groups? Because somebody who really is passionate about cards might also get into selling cards. It's not a surprise. What I have to say is I spent almost my entire income from card collecting, almost the whole thing, not entirely, but almost the whole thing was spent just getting more cards. So I have a great collection and I love to show it off. And that's actually, so I worked really hard. I sold a lot of cards and I spent my money on more cards. I wear cheap clothing. I wear cheap shoes. I have a economy vehicle. My house is nice. I got a nice house, but it was cheap because I live in Missouri. My house it's not $1 million house. It's $650,000. So I got a cheap Missouri home. I wear Walmart clothing, plastic sandals, but I have a fantastic card collection. And that's still what I just spend all my money on. And that's it for me. And then I also sell cards for profit. So I don't know, am I a scalper? And what is the worst example of scalping? Probably somebody who never really cared that much, does not collect at all, and just wants your money. They go, "Ooh, this is a place for me to set a web. Here's how I can buy other things by extracting value out of the hobby." See, if you give me money, if you give me a profit, I'll turn around and I'll give it to another collector. That's what I'll do with it. I'll turn around and I'll give it to another collector. And so the money just keeps circling in the hobby. All right. I'd say the Walmart scalpers who fight for pokies, yeah. Well, yeah, some of the, I think it's really, it's like somebody who doesn't collect Pokemon at all, who does just want to clear out the Walmart shelves. You're right. But some of them, they're actually hobbyists and they know that the product's undervalued, you know, and so everyone understands that, whether you're a hobbyist or not. It is. All right, here we go. What do we got? Ooh, Sabo. Jump into that binder break. We got 2 people in the binder break. We need 4. It costs $40 to trigger the binder break. We added more cards to it today. And then the jumbo pack break has 3 people in it. We only need 1 person over there. 3 people and the binder break goes off. Is Z&G a scalper then? Technically, I think he is. I think he's like collectibles guru at this point. I was very, very disappointed to learn After all these years, he's decided to own no Pokemon cards. He just makes money off of you guys who do love Pokemon cards. I hate that. I don't like it one bit. I think it's a very bad thing. And I think that other people should take over the consigning. Somebody who actually collects Pokemon cards. It can't be me. I'm a rip and ship channel. I don't specialize in consigning. I will offer it though. So if you guys want help, like for example, we're ready to do a new vintage booster box. If anyone has a vintage booster box, you'd like it to be the new break, I can consign that for you and we get you a good price on it. So I think Sean Gallagher reached out about it. And if anyone else wants to reach out, I'd like to hear your proposals as well. So I can help a little bit in my own unique way, but I'd like to see a serious collector, because there's a lot of serious collector in this space, take over that consigning, and not somebody who won't even collect one Pokemon card. That's nuts. Like, I know that would never work with me because I actually really love the cards. So how could you not have any cards? It doesn't even have to be, oh, well, I think they're overpriced right now, or they're a bad investment or something like that. It doesn't have to do with the money, dude. Like, you don't have any nostalgia? Not a good sign. Not a good sign. You know? There's no way to twist that. There's no way to, like, talk your way out of it. You don't have any cards. You don't have a love for them. That's all that means, ultimately. We are, because you would keep it whether you think it's good money or bad money, or, oh, well, I handle a lot of cards or something like that. I handle a lot of cards too. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I didn't like that. That burned me up a little bit. Here we are. I was not surprised when I ran into that. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Loose cover or tight cover? Gotta be loose, Longest Spring. Let's see. How much are your PRB2 boxes? Because I bought one for 52. Just want to know if you're a better deal. Hey, what's up, Mr. Turk? Hey, our price on a PRB2 box is $70. That includes the taxes already, okay? So if you're getting them at 52 and you just want to open them as cheap as possible, you might just do that, okay? Over here, what's cool is we record what gets opened, okay? It's kind of like I'm a DoorDasher. So when you order Taco Bell on DoorDash, there's kind of an extra fee because, well, you got to pay your DoorDash driver. I'm your DoorDash driver, but for Pokemon cards or One Piece cards or whatever it is you're opening. So it's, you know, there's a little premium, and sometimes it's not so bad. Sometimes you just do it for the social fun. Maybe you're trying to get something crazy to pop up on camera in the middle of a live stream. And those moments can go super viral, actually. They can be really exciting and crazy. One of the best shorts that have been posted is a Mr. LaFlame short. He was just in here a minute ago, and it was his pull of the Manga 5 Gear 5 Luffy. So, you know, it's kind of a place to hang out, like a coffee shop. Do you get the cheapest coffee at a coffee shop? Probably not. You can go to Walmart and get coffee, and it's a little cheaper over there. Here we go. What do we got? Or bar or whatever. It's the same concept. You got to pay your bartender. All right. No manga out of there. Mr. Waldbeer and his bester Freund. Hey, Mr. Man, have I got some drama for you guys? What? Drama? Tell me all about it. After looking it up, I may have given an overestimate. Haha, my bad, but I'm still seeing a decent number of cases for one. I'm still here, Russ. That's about it. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. I sent for a binder, just one spot to go, says Gabriel Gallegos. All right. I can tell you are indeed a scalper by the way you're opening cards. We open them pretty fast over here. We don't go real slow, but it kind of has to be that way. Because if I don't open them fast enough, the wait time to see your turn can turn into like an hour-long wait. So I'm pretty good. I kind of anticipate how fast the queue is moving, and we'll do an adjustable speed on how fast we open. We are. But here we go. Yeah, because, you know, bulk cards are just a couple pennies. People are mostly interested in the chase pulls, like this guy right here. But you can call me a scalper if you want. I've been called a scalper for years. Here's Sabo. And I'm very comfortable with it. And I think over the years, people have come to recognize me as somebody who's got one of the finest Pokemon card collections in America. And I'm just very passionate about cards and very passionate about grading, and I always have been. It is 7 long years of that. All right, let's see. Let's get this into a fresh baggie for you. The word scalper gets thrown around very loosely. And that's why I was asking you guys, what do you think that word really means? Like, who really is a scalper? All right. I think a good definition could include somebody who doesn't collect even one Pokemon card. That's nuts, dude. All right. I will work in logistics, and our company recently acquired Bandai. We got our recent shipment of One Piece TCG, and all 12 pallets were stolen. What? Really? Is that real? Wow, I can't even imagine. What would you, if you're a distribution company, what do you do in that case? Okay, number question mark. We'll put a question mark there. Nami TR went from 200 to 400 in like 2 weeks. Nami TR. That's my favorite Nami that I don't know what it is. Here's a little Italian Clefable. That's Italian. Here's an Iona. Here's a Meganium. Ooh. Our security is bad, says Mr. Kid. Yeah, well, you know, probably in the past, people didn't steal cards like that. I've been beefing up security, and I was posting in Discord how I now have 414 slabs at the PSA vault, and my legendary Zards just arrived there. So we've been getting rid of all of our best cards. We've been sending it off to PSA vault. So we're devaluing our home. A scalper is someone who buys high-demand items like concert seats or limited edition products at their original price and then resells them unofficially for a significant upcharge. Mister, did I miss my pull or am I lucky? Oh, hold on. Okay, so let's talk about who's next in the queue. Okay, guys, we just finished Mr. Waldbeer, and I see you messaged me. Let's see. Yes, let me mark this unread. I'll respond to your message in Discord in a minute. And then let's go over here. We have at the top of the PayPal queue, Gabriel Gallegos, Binder Break. Then Gabriel again. Then we have Saul Jimenez. Then we have Eddie Mendoza, who's going a little bit deeper. Very cool, man. And if we jump over here, let me hit refresh. That's very nice of you, by the way, Mr. Jonas. Jonas was offering to help me with that issue with OP13. That was really nice. And, okay, so here we have Mr. Jonas. He waited 48 on this one. Okay, we already did that one, though. And then you have a new order that's 28 minutes long. Topps Chrome Star Wars Galaxy. So who's older, Gabriel or you? Gabriel Gallegos is the oldest order. Here goes Gabriel. So Gabriel waited 51 minutes. And that's my response to the person who was saying that I was opening the cards too fast. Well, if I open them too slow, the wait times can get really dramatic. So we got to go a little bit fast. All right, that's 3 out of 4 for the binder break, everybody. Now we have Gabriel, and he needs 1 live custom. Here goes, 1 live. Okay, how about those live customs, huh? I can't stand when that word just gets thrown around when someone is making a profit on a card or a box. 1, 2, 3. Very good. 4. Okay. I think that it wasn't as big of a deal back in the day because Pokemon cards weren't so expensive. Aha! Now that they're so expensive, it's become a pretty serious, like people are frustrated at how high the prices are. And I think when Pokemon manages to print enough cards, it's going to crush the whole issue. So I look forward to that. I think the hobby is in a great place, except I think they need to print more of the modern cards faster, and they need to print them up front, right? So that the set never has a chance to have that perceived too high of price. There you go, Mr. Gabriel. A little miss on the live customs. You're in the binder break. You do walk away with that poker card, so that's nice. Saul Jimenez is not next. It's actually Mr. Jonas's turn. 2 Topps Chrome Star Wars. All right, Topps Chrome Star Wars. Here you are. Very nice. Take Gabriel, I'm just glad to watch the stream. I went to eat a bit, so I was unsure if I missed. That's why, no problem, man. You're very nice, Mr. Jonas. Let me grab these. All right. Ta-da. Let's snip this open. I do wonder if they will ever get to that point, though. You can only print so fast, and the demand is so insanely high. I think so. They're buying up that new printing facility, and it's meant to be ready by, like, next year or something like that. And I bet you at that point, it will change the game. They will be able to print so dang much Pokemon cards that you'll just be able to go to the pre-order site and order like a humongous amount, and they'll be able to service it. They'll be like, yeah, we got you guys. Ooh. And the moment that the scalpers, people who really do not like Pokemon cards, but they sell them for a profit, those guys will be shaken out of the card hobby tree, so to speak, if you can't make enough money. Like by the time you start making more money at your regular job, rather than reselling cards when there's sort of like a drought, there's a demand supply problem. When those guys can't make any more money doing that, I think it will definitely change the hobby. There we go. All right, wow, look at that, man. That is so cool. Wow. Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan. Have you ever opened Harry Potter Wizarding World Collection by KU? Yeah, we actually have some on the menu. I think they're like $4 or $5. They're not super popular. They don't get open all the time, but they're kind of cool. It's kind of a neat thing, having some Harry Potter cards for cheap. Ooh. Damn, these Star Wars cards are cool. These are fresh. These just arrived. This is Star Wars 2025. We have another fresh product that you guys might not have noticed. We got it yesterday. Don't forget about this. Topps Naruto. And it's a premium product. There's only 5 packs in the whole box. And so they are $54 per pack. Again, only 5 packs in the whole box. It's a very premium product. So we have those on the menu right now if you'd like to try that. We opened a couple packs. I think we opened a whole box last night. But, you know, we've been distracted by so much going on in the channel, like Ancient Origins going off. It's been very cool. Oh, here we go. We got a numbered card, Learning the Force. Oh, look at that. It's got Star Wars printed into the hollow. That's so neat. Okay, I like it. Dobby is pregnant. That's right. Harry Potter. There we go. We'll see who sticks around after this crypto crash. Crypto crashes are not good for the card hobby. What I find is when there's a big bull market in crypto, this tends to push cards up. So like the crypto winners tend to come out and they say, okay, I won at the crypto game. Time for me to sell some of my crypto and turn it into something like Pokemon, something, you know, like something real that exists. And so every time there's a big crypto bull market, you always get a couple guys come in and they'll say, oh, what are you selling? Oh, jungle booster packs for a jungle booster pack box break. I'll buy 5 of them or something like that, right? So those guys always come in and spend some money in the card hobby. And so when it crashes, we lose those guys. So we like bull markets for crypto. We like it when guys get rich with crypto. But yeah, it's Bitcoin was down to 75, wasn't it? Bitcoin was down. Mr. Jonas, let me take a quick look at the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin tends to be a good indicator of the market. Bitcoin price today, 73. Whoa, it got down to 72,000, which means year to date, it's down 15%, and the total gain for full year is down 26%. So crypto's down right now. Maybe that'll trigger more buyers. I don't know. I know I'm currently not buying any because I'm getting ready for tax season. It's tax season, man. Crypto guys like to launder their money in pokies. Do they? I don't think that's possible, is it? Because the government... Doesn't the government require the crypto platforms to post who's doing what? So I guess you would have to hide that you have a crypto wallet. Is it possible to do that? Can the government not trace your crypto wallet? I guess in theory it's possible, but you know, if the government ever caught on to you, you're going to owe a whole bunch of back taxes. You're going to get punished real bad. All right, here you go, Mr. Jonas. Loving it. Here's one of your many bags. Now is the time to get into crypto. You never know. Crypto tends to surprise everybody. People get really negative on it, and then it blows up later. I just stick to Pokemon because that's what I know. That's why I say these days. So I've dabbled in crypto. I've done well. I've done bad. I think overall I did well. I sold out of my Bitcoin at like 94,000 a long time ago. And then it went all the way up to like 112 or something, 120. And I was like, idiot, idiot, idiot. Now it's down to like 73. So it's like, I guess I did fine. I also bought that Trump coin when it came out. Somebody in here tipped us off that the Trump coin came out. And so I rushed and I bought a couple $1,000s worth, and then it like meme stocked, right? It jumped up. And what did I do? I sold out and I did not buy back in. That's the hard part, by the way. So I sold out and I didn't buy back in. So I made a couple $1,000s on Trump coin of everything, of all things. Look at these Naruto packs. That's premium Naruto, Topps Naruto. You could pull a 1-of-1 card out of there. I'd love to see that happen in our stream because it would make a fantastic clip. It would be a very sexy thing. Where was I storing these? You know, I think we sold all of the ones in the first bag. So let's get us another bag here real fast. That's how they were initially stored locally on hard drives. Really hard to trace. Yeah, so the crypto wallets used to be kind of a technological thing you had to learn. And, but eventually I'm sure the government's like, man, we got to collect taxes on this crypto crap because otherwise it's just going to be the tool for avoiding paying taxes. I think a lot of people like myself now use products like Coinbase. I use Coinbase for my crypto transactions. Do you know how long it usually takes for PSA commissions to return when it's been sent out? It's pretty backlogged these days. You know, cards are a hot commodity right now. And so it's turning into a bottleneck. PSA's got a lot of people trying to grade cards and they can't get it all done. So for us, we've been waiting an unusually long time for our submission to come back. I think it's like 4 or 5 months almost. I'm used to this though. This has happened multiple times with PSA. They get very badly backlogged. Next up, we got Saul Jimenez, one live custom and a Lord of the Rings. All right, you got it. Those Lord of the Rings kind of jumping in price now. They used to be cheaper. All right. Do you know how long it usually takes for PSA? 3 to 6 months. I sold too early on Trump, still got good money. The Trump coin is pretty funny. I also had Trump Media, you know, the Trump Media stock. I had that around the election time. And then after he won, I sold that at a huge profit. And then I bet on Trump winning the election, and he did. Trump won the election. I ended up making, I don't know, it was like $7,000 just gambling on. It's gambling. That's what it is. It's gambling. I was just gambling on Trump, and it all went well. Crazy enough. And I was showing, you know, I was screenshotting that and showing that to you guys as it occurred. So, you know, there's, you know, I could show that it all happened, but yeah, I think I bet $5,000 on Trump winning. And when that was over, it was called something like a event contract. And it was offered on Robinhood, which is that investment platform that I use. And I won, but the payout was only like $2,000. So I got my original $5,000 back. And then I earned like $2,000 extra. So he had better odds to win when I bought in anyways. All right, that's Saul Jimenez. Missing the live customs. Let me get that Lord of the Rings pack. But I showed you guys that as we were going. Here we are. All right. Okay, just checking. Do you know how long it usually takes? 3 to 6 months. That's how they initially were. I seen one crypto who does mining on X, and he recently rotated partially to Pokemon. I don't know. I think that... I think it's kind of scary, isn't it? Because Pokemon cards really are just a kid's toy. That's what it is ultimately. And so it's just pure desire and nostalgia. And that's a very risky, that's a very risky thing to build your financial future on. I don't know. I'm all in on it this whole time. And it and it weirdly worked out. Like, that's a huge gamble if you think about it. That's a gigantic gamble. So I guess you could say I'm a degenerate. I staked my future on Pokemon cards, and it somehow worked out. And there's still time for that to not be right. There's still time for Pokemon cards to crash and everyone to be like, what were we thinking? You know, like, that's a ridiculous place to put your money. Here's Guillaume. Ah! You've got sport cards. You can invest in sport cards the same way. And those cards, hey, look, you can kind of just see me. Hey, that's me. Hey, what's up, guys? You know, you've got sport cards. And those have gone to the moon over time, $45,000 million, just depending on what card you're talking about. So the concept of a collectible is very fascinating. Actually, you know, we're opening Lord of the Rings right now. And Lord of the Rings is all about the one ring. There's an obsession with an item in Lord of the Rings. Well, I feel like collectibles are kind of like that. Collectibles is like, out there somewhere, this top card, everyone just wants to have it somehow. And it almost takes on a mystic nature. Once enough people agree that it's worth so much money, there's almost no looking back, because it's like it takes up a space in your mind, like any brand does, like McDonald's does, like Walmart does, like Xbox or PlayStation do, Nintendo does. It takes a spot in your memory, and your brain remembers, hey ho, this card sold for $1 million, and you're like, whoa, you know. So it's weird how that can happen. And what was that going to happen to in our world? Well, for a long time, it happened to like jewels. They're shiny, they're pretty. That's all it is, isn't it? They're just rare, shiny, and pretty. That's what a jewel is. It's rare, shiny, and pretty. Well, these are rare and shiny and pretty too. Now, they're artificially rare, but, you know, they're still rare technically, right? Like Gold Star Gyarados, there's 37 10s. Here it is. There's only 37 of these. There's only 20 of these Mews. So these are the new diamonds and gemstones. You know, they're making diamonds in a lab now, and they're really just a shiny pebble, really. But these are a bit more complicated. These are more like a brand. They're more like a story. They're more like a nostalgic childhood memory. And it's just kind of a funny thing to sort of wrap all that value around. Not all that different in the abstract sense from the NFT monkeys, except this physically exists. The monkeys don't. What were they called? They were called something apes. Here it is. So those were at some point the apes. They were selling for millions of dollars. You hear about the apes selling for like 68 million or something like that. Meanwhile, this Pokemon card's only $100,000 in comparison. Really, there's a lot of room left. Saul Jimenez, Bored Apes. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, the Bored Apes. Wait, let's ask. Let's see. How much did the most expensive Bored Ape sell for at the height of the NFTs? So the most expensive Bored Ape sold for, it looks like, okay, not 68 million. At the height of the NFT craze, the most expensive Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs sold for 3.4 million. That's still a lot of money if you think about it, because it's not even real. It's just a string, you know, it's just a hash with a bunch of numbers. You know, and so you go, oh, well, here's my token on the internet worth 3.4 million. Well, this is real. The Gyarados truly exists. It's not just a piece of software with some numbers in it. It's a real thing. It has sort of like a historical significance to video gamers. And guess what? Video gamers are kind of ruling the world right now, in my opinion, nerds. Here it is. Saul Jimenez with an essay. Let's get this into your box. So it turns out that there is some significance, enough for that Gyarados to sell for 100K apparently, which you could almost look at as a small amount of money, depending on who you're talking about. Some people out there, Bitcoin guys, computer software guys, your nerdy local accountant who works very hard and earns like, you know, 150,000 a year, some crazy good number. You know, those guys are into this kind of stuff. We grew up playing, you know, Mario and Pokemon and Final Fantasy and all these other great games. And now you can, well, we were just opening Final Fantasy. Here you go. Look at this. So you pull the right card out of here and it's worth like $1,000. What's up with that? Well, people are nostalgic for Lightning. And yeah, so it's art. That's what it really is. It's art. The fine world of art. Here's Eddie Mendoza. 5 more packs of OP13. All right, I was hoping you would say that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, lovely. Back during that hype, I bought one for 10K and flipped it 2 weeks later for 40K. Haha, what a wild time. Really? Wow, man, that's crazy. That's scary, man. And Pokemon does that sometimes too. Like Mary, when she bought that Lily card, Battle Day Lily, she bought it for $300. I helped her buy it. She sent me the money to buy it off of eBay. It was a weird thing. She's like, hey, if I give you money, can you buy this off eBay for me? So she gave me like $300. She ended up selling the Lily for $15,000. But that's a problem. She shouldn't have sold it, huh? Should have kept it. I should have bought it from her. I should have been like, just sell it to me. All right, here goes. A lot of people were making fun of me back then because I wanted to sell it for $15,000. They're like, that's too high. Monkey D. Garp, Roronoa Zoro. Okay, here's... what do we got here? We've got Vista and Ace Sabo and Luffy. All right. Set this here. Can't wait to see what's inside the Black Naruto pack. Oh, did you order a Naruto pack? Trafalgar Law. All right. And here's Jewelry Bonnie Shanks. Ooh, man. Opening up One Piece is always surprisingly more difficult than I thought. Here's Gold D. Roger, and Ace Said You Deserved It. Wow, man. All right. Some beautiful cards popping up, but not what we're looking for. We are looking for some big hits. We are. Oh, I'm out of penny sleeves. I'm down to these. All right, so I gotta go get more penny sleeves. Can't wait to see what's inside that black Naruto pack. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I got a little more penny sleeves here. I also carried this whole thing in. Man, that's heavy. I'll move this over here. All right, check this out. Check this out. So I got to do this so you know what you guys are getting. Check it out. Ooh. So that's our One Piece case. Look at all this product. Fresh case, I'm not kidding, man. Fresh case, I'm hoping we got a manga in here. I don't know if we do. You just never know. Yeah, ooh. So I hope that will encourage you guys. I know 38's kind of pricey, but you know what? The chase card's 32,000. So I brought that in here to entice you guys. All right. I was carrying that around with one arm. Trying not to drop it because it's worth $1 bazillion. What'd I do with those sleeves? There they are. All right. Tossing this. I just started a TCG business from £0. Amy advice or even a shout out to raid me. Haha. Oh yeah. Step number 1. Buy high, sell low. Everyone knows that's the trick. There we go. Whew. There we go. You know, I was thinking about writing an actual book on how to do what I'm doing or how to succeed in general with cards. Or maybe instead of a book, I'll just write it all out into a Discord server channel and grant people access to the channel with a special Discord role, something like that. So I've thought of either of those things. I'm not sure what's better, though. There we go. I haven't worked on that, though. I'm just so busy. I feel like I have some insights that are unique to me, that I know that not everyone else does, that can help you. Plus the generic stuff, too, right? Like, everyone knows the generic stuff, but every card shop owner, everybody who does what we're doing, they've had their experience. I have 7 years of experience on a very valuable subject, and it might be worth it for me to stop and make a book or something. I don't know how to get started or get it done. I need like a ghostwriter or something. Here we are. What if I could hand a ghostwriter like just a long commentary? There we go. Been trying to find advice online. Everyone wants $50 a month. Wow, so there's the answer, guys. Look at that. So remember, I was talking about making those paid channels, and it looks like you're saying that there are guides online, but they're $50 a month. I wonder how I'm perceived. Like, I wonder if there are people who would prefer my advice over some other guy's $50 a month guide. There we go. All right. I'm selling The Secret. The Secret! I don't think he will ever answer that question. What's going to replace the celebration in AO breaks, says Edward. Hey, what's up, Mr. Edward? Edward, you love the breaks, and so I got to pick a new one. I haven't been inspired by anything recently, With the Ancient Origins being completed, I'm offering to consign someone else's box for them. So if you have an expensive box, I'm talking to the audience, if you guys would like me to consign an expensive box for you, sell it for you, reach out to me and I'll get it sold, okay? So, but I might have somebody who wants to do that, Mr. Sean Gallagher. So I might be working out a deal on that. And then as for the Celebrations box, now that one has been replaced with this right here, Astral Radiance. Well, it almost seems like the screen maybe needs to be cleaned a little bit. Is the screen a little, maybe not. All right. I couldn't tell if the camera was blurry. Mister, can you put me in the bind or break? Yes, I can. I can do that for you. Let me just make sure no one else bought it. All right, so Eddie Mendoza, let me grab your bag. Sorry about not pulling the chase card out of there. Let's see. English One Piece. Oh, thank you, mister. Anyone who subbed, thank you. Now, one thing you can't do is you can't come into other people's live streams and beg for them to join your stream and all of that, man. It's bad. You know, it's just not the thing to do. When I was building this channel, I didn't go to a single other YouTuber and ask for help. There's only one way to succeed. You have to go make good content, really. And the question is, what is good content? But that's the complicated part. But yeah, you can't, it's not going to work. All right, let's see. Oh, I know what the term is. You can't go around begging. That's the word I was looking for. So, Jonas is done. We have Mr. Lamar Hughes has waited a while. He needs 5 of the Dragon Ball Z Beyond Generations. Ooh. Okay, give me a minute. Beyond Generations. Oh, we're done with this box, so we're getting a fresh box. The problem is Mister's running out of stuff that he's wanting to let go. Yeah, that's actually true to a certain degree. There's always something. But, man, it's, yeah, the WotC era boxes are scary to acquire, and they're so expensive, dude. They're, like, crazy expensive. Now, does this look blurry to you? Maybe not. Maybe it's just my own perception. Let's go get some more Beyond Generations. I'll be right back. You know, it's probably time to start looking properly at these products. I have been ignoring Dragon Ball because it's been such a stinky product for so long. It's time to look. I've just been saying, here, take all of it. All right, how many packs in a box? 24 packs. Yep, it looks like, let's see. Yep, we're significantly underpriced on Beyond Generations. Wow. Should be $17.50 per pack. We were selling it at just $6 a pack, so that won't continue anymore. Beyond Generations is changing to 18. We're hitting save on that. We're going to go change the website now. Crazy. All right, we're going to say Beyond. Crazy, crazy. We used to sell these for $5 a pack, and it crept from 5 to 7. Now it's jumping all the way up to 18. You know, I might as well do this for all of the Dragon Ball Z product that we have, so we'll have to stop and take a look at some of the others we have posted. Wild stuff. You know, there's something going on when, so we just finished that box. That's why I checked, by the way. We sold out of that box. You know, there's something going on when Dragon Ball Z never sells, never sells. Nobody wants it. You can't sell it. And then all of a sudden, you got multiple guys trying to put boxes into slab away. Hey, I'll take a whole box at that price. And then you got guys just suddenly buying it where it's not their usual pattern to buy it. All right, let's jump back over here. That's crazy, man. Dragon Ball's the next target now. Doesn't it feel that way? It feels that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. and 5. So you got the last round at this $7 a price, $7 a pack price, and it's now $18 a pack. Holy. Okay. Of course, it's a pretty old set, isn't it? Like 2 years old now. This did not release yesterday. So this set, the reason it's that old is because I couldn't sell it for a long time. Does it not say on the pack? Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we bought this, and it was one of those sets that just would not sell. You could not sell this. Nobody wanted it. You lower it down to $5. You could say clearance. It didn't matter. Today, $18. What? What are we doing? Yu-Gi-Oh's going to do the same thing in a couple months. It's a ripple effect. I swear, it's a ripple effect. Pokemon hits a new high. Everyone pays attention. And then once Pokemon reaches sort of like this unbelievable price, you get the same thing that happened to MetaZoo. MetaZoo, back in the day, was just selling for unbelievable prices, but it was just MetaZoo. And it was this sort of ripple effect from people being used to spending humongous amounts of money on Pokemon. All of a sudden, a set like, MetaZoo just looks cheap in comparison. So they're like, oh, yeah, you can spend hundreds of dollars on this MetaZoo card because, look, people spend hundreds of dollars on Pokemon. So I feel like there's this ripple effect. Did you just pull the same card twice in a row? You got the Great Ape, Son Gohan. Mister, don't forget to put me in the binder break with my credit. I believe I'm the last one. All right, we got to put you in there with credit. He claimed it, guys. No one else can buy in before him. You got it, man. My bad, dude. Let me just make sure Lamar gets taken care of because he's been waiting a little while, okay? Here's Tapion and Trunks. And here's Vegeta and Cooler, Brotherly Assistance. There you have it. So that was at the old price. You got a great price on these. Now they're very expensive. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's how it goes. We either follow that price up or somebody just buys us all the way out of our packs like in 2 seconds. Because they are continuing the DBZ anime. Nice. So people are excited at the news that they're continuing the DBZ anime, and they're going, okay, so this brand has a lot of cultural value now, and so now I want to make sure I'm stocking up on my favorite brand. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it kind of goes back to these ideas. Storytelling is the most powerful thing in the world, man. Like the Bible is storytelling. The Quran is storytelling. Marvel is storytelling. Storytelling hypnotizes people. It gives people their sense of identity. It gives people their sense of value. Storytelling's very powerful. And, anime does storytelling too. And people grew up with it and they love it. And they love the feeling of it. It's very nostalgic. So these brands have so much power. They're like the new Bible in a certain way. Not to do any blasphemy or offend anyone who's super, 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 conservative Christian or something. But, that's what's going on here. Let's see. Did you need a new bag? He didn't say new bag. Mr. Lamar, do you need a new bag? I'm just going to make you a new bag. But what if I sent in, says Whipple. Here we are. All right. It says in for what? Oh, for the binder break? You might have missed it because he already asked. Unless you sent in a long time ago, which I don't think you did. Lamar Hughes. But we'll set up the next binder break afterwards. All right, there we go. Fresh bag. Nothing from PSA or tag submission yet? Not yet. We've been stuck in the assembly process for PSA, I swear, for like over a month. Over a month, it's just been sitting in assembly. I don't think they damaged any of our cards, because if they did, they would have told us already. So they're just probably backlogged. Hey, there's the Squirtle Break right there, guys. Squirtle Break, 1 in 9. Graded 10. That's a vintage card. It could be yours. Cool. Thank you, Lamar. Let me jump over here. Let me jump over here. Let me jump over here. Let me hit refresh. That's jumping the line, though. Let's see. It doesn't look like you sent. So I think we're all good. He can spend his store credit. That's not jumping the line. He just spent his store credit in that case. Let me see. Yep. Okay, good. So let me go grab your card. Mr. Edward. Boop. I sent Mr. my cards in November for tag sub, and it's February. Here we are. We might have contributed to Tag's popularity, besides the fact that we send in a lot of our own cards to give them a lot of work, I think I did a very good job advertising Tag. And, you know, I did that just to be nice to them because they were a little bit nice to me. And I think that I'd be happy to work with other companies in the future if they ever want to do that kind of thing, especially if I like their service anyways. That was the thing about Tag. I like them anyways. So very easy to do that when you like them already. Okay, what do we got? Here we are. Mr. Edward. What do you guys think? You think we helped them? We made a video that got 500,000 views talking about tag grading. And then we've been showing their slab off on the table this whole time. I think they were also smart to go through with the deal with me. That was smart of them to say, yeah, we'll take it. So in theory, can I just send store credit and just spam chat to use whenever I want? Yeah, that's exactly how store credit works. However, if somebody else has ordered before you, that's not going to work. All right, here's what we got. That's it. The binder break going off. You guys ready? That's exactly how store credit works. You just tell me what you want. Now, if you're trying to get into the binder break and you try to use store credit to get into that, but somebody else ordered already on PayPal before you, that's not going to get you in there. We're going to have to make sure that that other person gets in first. Those are the rules. Ho hum, ho hum. Where are my packs? Here they are. Look at that Psyduck. There we go. Bet I can just jump the line and snipe. You can use your store credit by verbally telling me what you want. That's not a snipe. Like, how else are they going to spend their store credit? So they can send in a penny message, I suppose, but we don't always require that for store credit because it's very easy to use it. We like to keep it easy. And if you're buying something sensitive, like let's say everyone's trying to snipe a particular product, I'm not going to let you jump the line. Just, all right, look at all that. What if we ask before someone ordered? Well, then you're in line. You got there first. So that is as simple as that. Yeah, if you did it first. So with store credit, it's just a verbal, hey, go spend it on this, go spend it on that. But let's say you and a guy with PayPal order at the same exact time, the PayPal guy is going to get precedent. So if you're trying to buy, let's say we put like a hot slab up on the table and it's got a low price and everybody wants it at the same time and you got store credit, be sure to rush to PayPal to do a penny message, because a penny message will help me decide who got in first. Now, if you decide to just verbally tell me that you want it, we're probably going to give it to the PayPal guy. If it's something like the binder break, we can just see if somebody was jumping in the binder break before you. So it's very simple. This has never really been a problem. All right, let's go grab 4 of these. It has been a problem once before. I think it was a problem one time with the 6. There we go. And we were talking about how it should be ran. And I think that people democratically voted for it to be just a verbal request for the store credit. It's because that's the easiest method. You know, the store credit's so easy. Oops, we're about to run out of battery over here. Let's plug this in. All right. Okay. So if Edward has $40 of store credit and he has to get into the binder break, he's in. And so then you can conclude, all right, well, he got to it before me. If you also wanted to be in the binder break, don't hesitate. That's the way the binder break's meant to work, by the way, guys. So it's first come, first serve, because it's we just add a little bit to it, and then when you think it's hot, you got to jump in because there's only 4 spots. That's the nature of it. It's a first come, first serve kind of product. There's early on, it's not very good, but by the time everyone wants in, it's usually good, right? By the time everyone wants in, the binder break's already good. So you're probably too late. So here's these 4 packs. Okay. I'll just drop $500 on store credit and snipe. I would love for you to send $500 for store credit. I would love that. You should definitely do that, okay? And then I'll help you get whatever you want. Let's go ahead and start shuffling these. I shall await the 500. It's a very good idea. I agree, Mr. Whipple. You should totally do that. We are. Can we see what's in it? You will show it off after they pull it. It'll be a lot of fun, okay? You just send that $500 this way for store credit. I'll write you down right now for it. Give me a number. All right. Dude, my jaw's still clicking, man. That can't be good. I probably got a bad jaw. 3. 1, 2, 3. I hope I don't need like a surgery to fix that. Like a bad knee, but I got a bad jaw. Maybe from talking too much. God, wouldn't that suck? Talking too much, screw my jaw up. I don't know if that's possible. I probably like grind my teeth in my sleep. It's probably something like that. Hey, what's up, Mr. NHCC? How's it going, man? Ooh, the 60 Jeff debacle. I can't remember how that went. It was something like, was there store credit involved? And then she let someone go first or something, right? And it turned out there was a big hit in the box. All right, give me a number. You may need a mouth guard. I may need a mouth guard. A dentist already told me I need one. I didn't do it. All right. Doobie 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 doo. 2. All right, Casey chooses 2. Thank you, Casey. So that's the audience splitting the list of names and the custom booster packs. We got Gabriel Gallegos. He's going to pull. Sorry, Gabriel, just common this time. Next we have Edward Cornelio. He's going to pull. Oh, Edward's going to get very lucky today. Well, that's good for you, Edward, because you had a very bad day when the EB1 box was pulled by Sarah Dusenberry. That was a tough box break. He had like 9 spots in there. All right, so you're going to pull the binder break. That's nice. A little silver lining there. Look at that. Here's Mr. Nicholas Pacheco. I'm sorry, Mr. Nicholas. And Mr. Chad. We like Mr. Chad. He's a new guy, and he's been going pretty deep, pretty fast. Appreciate it, Mr. Chad. This time, though, you're going to miss. We are. All right. That's not so bad, huh, Mr. Edward? That was a 1 in 4 odds that would work out for you. You like the breaks. You're in a lot of breaks, I notice. There we go. What was the hit? The 6 versus Jeffy hit you asking about? It was like an SSP signature from a popular Weiss set. Yeah, so it was like a big deal. It was this little moment where, you know, it looked like one person was supposed to go first, and then 6 said, you know what, you go first. You know, there was like a debate over who should go first, and 6 said, you can have it. And then we opened the box, and voila, it was like a signature SSP, which is like the top chase in a Weiss case is an SSP. And so it was a big deal, and she was kind of, was it her or was it Jeff that pulled out? I don't remember. I think it was Jeff, though. And it was just kind of a tough moment, and we had to create really definite rules about how to work those situations out. Because usually it doesn't matter, but when that happens, it matters, you know. People start to feel ripped off. They're like, well, maybe I should have gone first. Well, that was the problem, too. We were all like, well, 6, you know, it was yours, and you didn't have to let him take it from you. But so how do you say that, you know, not upset anybody? It's impossible. So here it is. This is the binder break. He just pulled all of this. Look at that thick little chunk, dude. It's like a cube of cards. He pulled that for 40 bucks. Comes with some vintage stickers. There's a Gengar sticker. Here's a Pikachu sticker. Here's a Poliwrath. Here's a Zubat. Here's a Scizor. So that's a Karuta Scizor, and it's gradable. You can grade that with CGC. They'll grade that. Vintage Tentacruel. 2013 Azelf Rare or Beetle, just a little filler card. Some cards are just filler cards. Here's Woody. Here's Chef. Hey, Chef. Here's a very nice 2019 Rayquaza. The pink-haired girl, this Gengar Hollow, this Charmander promo, Seeking, that's like from Aquapolis or Expedition or something. I think it's Expedition. Here's Zubat First Edition, Mankey. Those are actually in good condition. They're from fresh packs. Celebration, 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 Celebration. Those are all from fresh packs. Golden Giratina, Hisuian Arcanine. You got this Cardos card. You got some used poker cards. You got some fresh poker cards like this Venomoth and the Venonat. XY High Dragon. Here's Poker Kirby. Of course, we have a lot of poker to share with you guys. Here's Ogerpon. Here's Dragapult, Screamtail, Legacy, Energy, Volcarona. These are some filler cards, but they're pretty cool. They're sparkly. You know, you got like one of each of the energy cards. Here's some Sonic the Hedgehog. Here's a little sticker. Here's Sonic 2. I consider this a hit, so that's pretty gradable. It actually looks really nice, too. So here's some Minecraft cards, a little bit of filler there. Some hollows, Fluttermane from Trick or Trade, very gradable. Master Ball Bonnet. We got some more celebrations somehow. The promos from the Blooming Waters collection. So I grabbed a round of those that I got laying around. Some more Karuta cards. These are vintage ones. So these are like from 1999, 2000. Erica's Bellsprout, Mario Madness, Failing Smeargle. This girly card, Lon. This Rosalina from Panini Mario. That's very nice. Here's a Terrapagos. He's an SR from Terrastal Festival, I think. And then some KU Naruto in the back. So all of that, it's a lot, you know. None of the cards are like $100, but altogether, this is clearly more than 40. How much you think that's worth? About 160, maybe. I don't know. Some of the cards are worth like 10 bucks or more. All right. Pretty cool. I meant to buy another spot, but got a container delivered at work. Oh, yes. Tempting, isn't it? The cool thing about the binder break, we just host another binder break. So, Edward, I think he's pulled one of these before, haven't you? Edward Cornelio. Wowee, dude. Where do I store this now? I guess in here, maybe. All right. That's a lot of cards. Let's go say that the binder break went off in our Discord server under the breaks channel. Okay, we're jumping over here. Yes, there's still abandoned Pokemon bags. Yeah, we got abandoned Pokemon bags. They're old. People pull cards that they don't feel like shipping, and then they just leave them here. I think also some people forget or they just don't care. They go, you can have them. You know, like that. This is going to say binder break, Edward Cornelio. 131 minutes. All right, there we have it. Very nice. Whew, what time is this? 1:21. Wow, time flies, dude. Time flies. I love the binder break, but it doesn't love me, says Nicholas Pacheco. I'm so sorry, man. So we have to start another one, too, by the way. That's the next step, guys. The next binder break. I usually try to get kind of like a core, fun little packet of cards in there. You can buy in early and just assume that the binder break's not going to fill up until it's good. That way you don't have to fear missing out on it. Binder break. Okay. This is what? Binder break number 3? This is fun. Let's keep track of how many of these go off. We should have done that with the jumbo pack break. Because the jumbo pack break's hella popular, dude. That one goes off all the time. Oops. It's kind of funny. We're running this binder break now after 7 years. Because I've piled together 7 years of garbage. Just cards laying everywhere, dude. Like that Gengar sticker. You think I was ever going to do anything with that Gengar sticker? He's just laying around. I'm like, I don't know. He's just sitting on a shelf somewhere. And I don't have time for it. It's too much. It's too much. Now he's yours. So you can be the steward of... He's a nice card. He's a vintage Gengar. But it's like, bro, there's just so much stuff exactly like that. And it's all over the place. Just gathering dust. I probably should have started doing this a long time ago. Lamar's back. He says he'll take 2 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity collection. You got it. 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity. All right. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity is almost gone. We only have 5 total packs left. You're taking 2 of them, and there's 3 packs left after that, okay? Hey, y'all. So any new box break, maybe a UPC? We do have a new box break. It is... Astral Radiance. This is the standard box break. This is really what inspired me to do the box break. Is I'd like to sell through some of these Astral Radiances. I have a whole bunch of them. I have more of these than I need, and so that was why the box break exists. So if you pull it, you can keep it sealed, or you can have it open, which I think would be very fun to watch, or whatever you want. It's in a great price range right now, where I think it has a lot of room to grow. It's getting pretty old and the price hasn't jumped on it. And so I feel like it's at that point where all it takes is for Pokemon to release a few bad sets, maybe like Nihil Zero. And what people will do is instead of stocking up on Nihil Zero, they'll go backwards and they'll start stocking up on the perceived, like room to grow booster boxes like Astral Radiance. So I think it's a perfect time to try to snatch one of those if you don't already have one. Or if you like to open old boxes, you can try to open that box for just 40 bucks. The whole box, the whole thing. Hey, also, any new box breaks? You're next, Nicholas. I feel it. How much is a pre-grade again? So pre-grades are $3 per card. $3 per card. And if you want a much cheaper pre-grade, wait for a slow stream and ask for like a 10 for 10, okay? Here's evenly matched. There we are. All right. Tossing that away. Mr. Lamar with an L. Let's grab that bag. Lightning Storm and evenly matched. Can I get 3 junk packs? New bag. Use store credit. Yes, sir. So the new junk packs are made out of junk. All right. So you're Jimmy Therese. Did I get that right? I'm getting better at it. All right, Jimmy. You want 3 of them, which is $9. Okay. Your package would have gone out today, by the way, to PSA Vault. Good luck with it. It took me longer than I thought to work on that, by the way. Yeah, so that's a labor thing. I've been sending my personal collection to that vault for a little while now, secretly. I have 414 slabs with them. They just received my legendary Charizard. Oh, I hate seeing it go, man. I wish it was here. That's the point of collecting, is having your cards, but I can't do it anymore. They're scaring me to have in my own possession. My cards are scaring me because I'm worried that it's like I'm gonna get targeted one day. It is, look at that. So we are devaluing the home. Did I show you guys that? I'm going to show you guys that right now, okay? All right, there we go. Some of these, this could be the last round of the junk packs. I don't know. I haven't decided. Time-wise, this is not very good for me to spend my time assembling these. All right, so we got a couple hollows, couple hollows, couple hollows. That's round 1. Round number 2. There's some sport cards in here. How crazy is that? Little old poker card. I just reached for anything around me that was hollow. That's basically what I did. All your LCZards? Yeah, they're all going. We're going to be sending as much. Well, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I keep a card with me? Maybe I keep one with me. We are. Ooh. I can't decide, actually. There we have it. So that's your 3 junk packs. Do you like it better when the cards stay in the junk pack? Like, do you like me to return it to the baggie? Or do you prefer for them to come out of the junk pack, like a booster pack that you've completely opened? What are these? So this is Jalen Waddle and Travis Etienne, rookie. Ooh, Growlithe. How much store credit I got? 120? Ooh, good question. How much store credit? Let's see. You should have 120. Ta-da! All right, so that's Jimmy Therese. Let me go put that into your bag, Jimmy. I keep at least one to hold and look at. Why send them away? Looking at the cards, the best part. I know, but they're getting too valuable. And so I don't like to have so many valuable cards in my home. There it is. I think that having so many of the cards in one place, it's like it turns this house into a potential catastrophe. If we have something like a wildfire or flooding, or, you know, not a wildfire, but anything can set your house on fire. Maybe the electricity just doesn't do well, like it overheats or something. So house fire, tornado, potentially flooding. I don't think flooding could be that bad over here, but, you know, this is a flood zone technically. So, you know, it's just a way to decentralize the collection. It can't be in one place. So that is what I've been working on. We'll be decentralizing this collection and getting as much of it as I can out of the home so that there's not as much in here, especially the stuff that I intend to hold for a long time. It's not going to be in this home. It's going to be in vaults, and it's going to be in other places. I think I have to basically do that. There's no choice but to have to do that. It's not a good idea to keep it all here. Let's grab this. All right. Mr. sent in on ZELLE for a box of Japanese PRB2. We're selling through the PRB2 real fast for some reason. There we go. All right, Jimmy Torres. New bag? Keep all the Dusclops to ward off the people. Yeah, Dusclops is going too. His turn's coming up. We didn't start with Dusclops because he's not as expensive. All right. It's becoming a liability having them in his house. Exactly. So we're not going to have them here anymore. So my original concept of security is just like, you know, third-party 24-hour surveillance, security cameras that alert Karis and I, and there's a couple things I can't mention, and then, you know, thief vaults, right? So they're called safes, actually. They're not called vaults. And so those are some of the concepts, right? But it's like, it just doesn't matter. Like, if the collection gets too expensive anyways, what does it matter? Like, if the house catches on fire or something, none of that's going to matter. So it's like, it just can't be here. It's too expensive. And so that's it. That's our next step on security, is to not have it anymore. How silly is that? That's why those video games came up for sale. We're letting some items go that I, you know, don't have to secure. I can just sell them. Those video games came up for sale because of that. All right. So thank you for that, Mr. Lamar. Thank you for that, Mr. Jimmy Torres. You just get a deposit box at a bank and then go visit them weekly at the bank. Yeah, that's another option. You know, I've never actually done that. I've never actually stored cards at the bank, but it might be time to do that with a few cards. One of your cards in the vault sell for 100K, you might be sad. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I would rather just keep it. You're right. Speaking of which, I have one card listed on eBay for like 150,000, but it's kind of a joke price. What's my music been playing this whole time? My 9 Inch Nails has been playing this whole time. All right, let's close that. And then let's go over here. Does it show up when you search it? Because it wouldn't show up at first. It's that Torchic Gold Star. I think I would actually sell that Torchic. I'm not a Torchic fan. So weirdly enough, though, it seems like when you search it, it doesn't show up. When you search Torchic Gold Star, do you guys get one for sale? Oh, there it is. You have to search CGC Torchic. They don't put Gold Star into the title. That's so weird. Why would they not put Gold Star in the title? That's what it is. And you know what's crazy? It's the only one for sale now. That's crazy. There was another one for sale for like 100,000. Here it is. So you guys are looking at my Torchic. That's the Torchic I bought. The irony is I bought it for 15,000, so I thought it would be very funny to post it at 150. But that's it. That's the Gold Star Torchic, and I don't think it will sell because 150 is an absolutely ridiculous valuation for a CGC 10. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see, but it's up there at least. Pretty wild. The Gold Star seems to be a pretty big deal in the hobby. Here's Michael Pettiford. He says he'd like a box of the Japanese PRB2. All right, let's do it. Grabbing this. And we're ready to start a new binder break now. How interesting. Ready? You can then leverage your collection with the bank while still owning them. Leverage is powerful on liquid items. I don't really like too much debt. I know that we're in a inflationary market where the government prints more money and it borrows more money and it hands out cheap debt to corporations. What does that mean for me and you? That means we're supposed to be buying assets on debt as long as we can pay that debt, as long as we can pay the monthly interest. Why? Because the value of the asset will rise faster than the interest rate. In theory, if you choose a true asset, if you choose a liability, you will break even or you will go negative, cash flow negative. So that means you should be taking on a house with the loan, and then you should be renting it out, not living in it, renting it out. That's the kind of economy we live in. And despite that understanding, I understand it. Despite that, I don't know. I don't want too much debt. It makes me uncomfortable. Here goes Mr. Michael. Sorry, that was unreadable. Already read that. Here's this. You know, when it came to Pokemon cards, the only ones that I bought with debt technically was the Crystal Charizard, I bought him using a PayPal loan. The way a PayPal loan works, actually, it's a lot like Slab Away, to tell you the truth. So, PayPal loan, you had to like apply for it, and it allowed me to have cash early, but then I had to pay PayPal a decent chunk of cash. I didn't do it anymore after that because the fee was too high. Like, gosh, I would say Slab Away is way better in the sense that you just pay like a $20 one-time fee. That's way better because with PayPal it was like 15%. So the interest rate is like 15. But it didn't work like a credit card where you paid that over a year. With PayPal, you just instantly owed it. So no matter how fast you paid it off, which I paid it off pretty fast, no matter how fast you paid it off, you were going to pay that 15% on the loan. So I don't do that anymore. I think that it's kind of a tough loan that way. But I did that twice. I know I did it for Crystal Charger. I can't remember the other card I did it for. I actually don't remember the other card that I bought that way. Sabo. Look at that Sabo, bro. Mr. made one last order. Not so big, but a little bit fun. Sounds good, Mr. Jordan. You are. Sabo. All right. One last order, huh? About time to wrap up, huh, guys? Almost that time. It is Wednesday, and we've been fairly busy, actually. Don't you guys feel like it's been the last couple of weeks? No, we had like a really slow week like 2 weeks ago. But last week was busy as hell. And this week's been busy too, I feel. We are. I don't know what makes the stream busy. I think it just happens to be whatever's going on in the card market can either be good or bad. All right, so we got this lovely PRB2 though, and it's selling through pretty fast. They got to make money somehow, otherwise everyone would do it. Yeah. Did you guys see that fresh case of OP13, by the way? I showed that off in the middle of the stream. I hope you guys saw that. Doesn't that look fantastic? I would love to see you guys open more of that. I'd love to see a manga come out. Any manga. Any of them. All right, that's for you, Michael Pettiford. It's a totally fresh case and it's a totally new chance for a hot card. Ooh. All right. So, Michael, let's see what you got. Ooh. Oop. So you got a nice fat little baggie going on. You got your hollows here. If you ever don't want your hollows, just let me know. You can trade them in. There we go. And here's, oops, let me hit refresh on this. What time is it? 1:37? Here's NHCC. He wants sent a Discord message. Can I get the waifu signature? Use store credit. Okay, give me a minute. So he would like, let's see, in the consignment channel. You got it, man. So we're looking for waifu Siggy in the consignment channel. Let's go find it. Dooba-dooby-doo, dooba-dooby-doo. Did you guys know we have a lot of nice waifu signature PSA 10s right now available for consignment? Meaning you can go in there and shop for that. All right. My gosh, there's a lot of grill cards. Aha, there she is. All right, lovely. Love the tag slabs. Thanks, man. Yeah, we did a lot of tag grading when it was still experimental. And that's been a key behavior on this channel is when something new comes out, we just dive right in. We don't wait for it to be proven to be good. We go in, we experiment, we test it ourselves. We learn quickly. So when tag started up, I said, all right, let's start sending them hundreds of cards. And now we have a little deal with tag, and I think we've graded thousands of cards with them already. All right, there it is. That's a John Lucas card. He'll be happy to see that. All right, Mr. NHCC. Thanks so much, man. So that's your card now. Flip this around. Okay. Double Sabo hidden that box. Yeah. Now, let's grab you this. Mr. made one last order, not so big, but a little bit fun. So we're going to go check on that too. Here's John Lucas's card here. Notice how it says 369 in the middle. That shows you how many cards I've kind of already sold for him. And now we just sold this one as one. So we're going to give it as well, not as one. We just sold this one as well. It's going to be about 89 plus 191. So he's got about 280 on here now. And the best part is he doesn't have to do any of the work. He just sends the card in and I sell it for him. So we can do that for you guys as well with your slabs or with your booster boxes or whatever it is you want. I'm going to kind of throw my hat in the ring a little bit more for the consignment. Consignment's never been that big of a deal for me because I've always been able to just have my own product. So it doesn't really matter. But, you know, I want to offer more ways for people to liquidate their stuff. We are. And also teach people that you can consign with PSA now. PSA is a great way to consign your stuff. So here's Jonas Gordon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection ×2 and English Pokemon Go. You got it, man. All right. So these packs right over here. There's just one Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack left. I might as well pull it down and no longer list it for sale. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection is all done. It took a long time. I was going to say sold out. Looks like we don't have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Product. Might be time to change that, everybody. What do you think? If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan and you want a specific set, you can tell me in Discord or Instagram what set you think would be most fun to watch open in the stream. But I got to go to the website and remove it because I think it's on the website. So give me a second. We're going to head over to, what's the other part of your order? The other part of your order is an English Pokemon Go. So let's grab that real quick. And then we're going to remove Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection from the website so that people don't accidentally order it again. There we go. Time to get stuff done. Long week ahead. Yeah. All right. I feel the same way, actually. I got a lot of stuff to do. Karis and I are about to get back into the IVF. And it is going to be a lot of work. I already know it is. Okay. Let's type in rarity. There it is. This shall say out of stock. Is it better to say out of stock or is it better to just remove it from the website? You ready? Mr. Jonas. Thank you so much, Jonas, for treating us with these lovely pack openings. I really appreciate it, man. What do we got today? Snipping that. Good. Oh, Mr. Lowkey likes Pokemon Go. I do. Well, I think it's one of those sets that is sort of being overlooked. Like, look at that Bulbasaur artwork. Do you see how cute that is? So I can see that in 20 years being really expensive, right? In 20 years, because this set's already, look, it's printed in 2022, so it's already 4 years old. So, you know, it's going to hit 10 years old eventually. And when it hits that 10 years old, it's not going to be just about, oh, yeah, there's a Mewtwo Alt-Art in this set. It's going to be about, hey, can you collect all of the nice hollows and reverse hollows? And that Bulbasaur artwork's going to show up, and he's going to be worth probably a couple $100 as a 10. So that's what I like about it. Why do I think that's... Ooh, there you go. Look at that. You got a quarter-century rare, the Eldritch, the Golden Lord. There you go. Quarter-century rare in that last pack there, huh? Nice, dude. Good round. And Pot of Prosperity. Oh, yeah. That's the best. Hoping you're all going to be prosperous. Seriously. Good health and prosperity to everybody. Maybe the human race will be enjoying some prosperity with these AI robots. You guys hoping for that? I'm a cynical type. I actually just think the rich will be horrid and they'll use AI to make themselves wealthier and they won't share it. Or they'll do like some nefarious thing. All right, there we go. So who knows? Because the assumption is that, oh, maybe they're just like these altruistic good people who fix our lives. And to a certain degree they are, but some are especially. But, you know, I think some of them are just in it for the money. All right, there we go. We'll see what happens. AI could really fundamentally change the world very soon. Now, hold on. Nicholas Pacheco, 2 minutes ago, sent $82. He wants 10 Poke Shuffles and a white flare pack. I better do that so he doesn't feel sad. Let's see. You're going to feel sad if I walked away from the stream there. Luckily, it's the morning stream. Yeah, the morning stream's not like the nighttime stream. The morning stream is, you can kind of stretch the stream out and keep it running a little bit. The nighttime stream is supposed to be done by 7:30. All right. So here we are, Keldeo. Ooh. Mr. Please don't miss the Charmander from Pokemon Go. You want the Charmander? I'll go get it from the bulk for you, okay? Ugh. Ah, here it is. All right, so there's a little Charmander. I'll put that in your bag. I don't mind. Yeah, it's getting a little bit older. Might as well. All right, Mr. Jonas, 4 white flares. Oh, my bad. I'm getting a bit old and decrepit. I wasn't wearing my reading glasses. All right, so 4 of the white flares, which is, it's a fresh box, so it's a very nice box. There you are. And then we're getting you 10 of the Poke Shuffles, which really means we're getting you 11, because that's the rule, right? For those of you who are watching who don't know this, when it comes to those Poke Shuffles, it's buy 10, get 1 free. So it's nice to buy 10 of them, because sometimes that free, that little bonus card turns into an important hit. All right, we got Wiener Tail Guy. Here's, oh yeah, got the Lamo. I don't know, man. She just looks weird. Weird. I don't know, bro. They're trying with that artwork, though, aren't they? They're trying to make it look nice. All right, and there's the ant. I do like Durant. Durant's pretty cool. He's very basic, right? He's literally just an ant. But I love that he's steel type. That's kind of fun. So this was a decent Pokemon, in my opinion. Durant. There we go. Because ants in the real world are always looked at like they're really tough and hardy. Nicholas Pacheco. Let's go grab your bag. Thanks for that last order, man. All right. Didn't get to work on slabs too much today. Just been too busy with boosties. I feel like we could run 3 streams, man. If we had enough time, we could run 3 freaking streams. All right, now. Poke Shuffles. Only Charmander is my son's favorite card. Oh, that's really cool, man. All right. 1, 2, 3. And we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if you don't like what you get, you can re-roll it. Let's see what we have. Could be just be cold ones, by the way. Which you just pulled. No! Aw, man. Ah, man. Yeah, there can be 11 cold ones in a row for sure. Because there's cards in there more expensive than 55 bucks. Ah, that's real tough. Let's put you on the giveaway for free. I'm sorry, man. That's not fun. So this is the giveaway card. Let's get you in there. We'll give you spots 2 and 3. Nicholas Pacheco. Damn. And who else is getting in here, huh? Did you guys know this was running? We got Gabriel Gallegos. We've got Thomas Hogue. Here's J-Dog Gaming. This is kind of a nicer one because it's actually vintage. A. Perez. This is Rocket Returns, if you didn't know that. That's what this card is. NHCC. Thanks, everyone, for being here. If you had a great time watching the stream, don't forget to smash that subscribe button because then you'll know the next time we're live. Edward Cornelio. Here's Jack Woodworth. And here's Poo Poo Sass. Poo Poo Sass. And here's Andy Man. All right, so we'll stop there. We got 12 people in there. We'll hand out the rest of the spots tonight. That's a tag 8, which probably means it's a PSA 9. That's a tag 8 Larvitar from Rocket Returns. Cool. Thanks so much for all the likes, guys. I see we got a nice 41 likes. You guys are too kind. It was a cool stream. The binder break seems kind of popular. I'll start working on a new one for the next stream, okay? And only one spot left in the jumbo pack break, by the way. We have the new Astral Radiance. People aren't crowding in there exactly, but that does not matter. It will not be changing. So that one's locked in and won't be changing. We have the Topps Donkey Kong box break as well. We do not have a replacement for Ancient Origins yet, but we're maybe thinking Celebrations. And then, so we're not Celebrations. We're maybe thinking Cosmic Eclipse. And then what else is going on? Just waiting for some cards to come back from PSA and Tag. And I need to send out a BGS submission. And I need to send out a CGC submission, actually, with some Karuta cards in it, because we don't have any more Karuta cards on the table. So what else needs to happen as well? We got those junk packs made, which I'm not even so sure I should be making those. It seems like all of that could have just gone into the binder break as filler, and it would have just made the binder break, you know, more enjoyable for the person who pulls the binder break. So, you know, I'm really questioning those junk packs. What else? What else is interesting right now? We're just waiting on more product to arrive. Definitely OP14. We saw a bit of the OP13 selling, which is a really big deal. And I showed off that it was a fresh case. Really nice. Would love to pull the manga for you guys and get a clip of that manga. It'd probably be one of our best videos if we pull that. So we're on the hunt for that manga. We have not chosen a new bounty card. And we're in the middle of a rotation. And I'm interested in proving consignment for you guys. That's all the stuff. All right. So, Mister, I made one last night. It's the last one. Let's just take a quick look at that. I'll just take a quick look, see how bad it is. Okay. He says he would like 5 of the Pokey Shuffles. That's not bad. Oh, unless it pulls you a hit that you re-roll like 5 times, then that would be bad. Let's see. The Pokey Shuffles and the live customs are quite popular. I think people love the ability to re-roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was a big upgrade for them. And it's cold! Ah, man. 2 cold rounds coming out of that Pokey Shuffle. Sorry, man. All right. You win some, you lose some in the Pokey Shuffles and the live customs. That's how it has to work. For somebody to pull a $100 card for $5, someone else is pulling $95 worth of cold cards out of there. So it's got to work that way, right? All right. Very cool, guys. I'll see you for the nighttime stream, which begins really in about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I'll see you in about 3 hours, everybody. See you later.